Last time in Renascence, you guys were wrapping up some recuperatory downtime after your adventure in the Feywilds and one of your adventures out in Daggermore. You guys have acquired a house for your party. You guys have reconnected and opened up in ways we have yet to see in this campaign. And in light of all of that, you guys are now looking to actually finally sit down and deal with Burberry's affliction, shall we say, and tackling this sacred ritual that the Conclave proposed could be used as a way to try and force Coran's hand to release Burberry so that he could be cured of what would otherwise be a relatively manageable curse. So you guys sat down, you had a little powwow, and talk about it, made plans, and teleported to Hallivale that very morning. And you guys met with the cardinal in charge of the conclave on this side of the continent, Cardinal Terrian. And he was more than happy to give you guys the rundown on what exactly this all would entail. You know, he gave you a brief overview on the ritual, which would involve a sort of inverted astral projection, wherein you would be collectively projected into Burberry's soulscape, so to speak. And there, you would be responsible for finding a way to close what they are calling his locus, or his third eye, the opening in his soul that allows spiritual energy to pass from his core out of the wider astral realm. As a herald, Burberry's able to transmit mucho energy as a result of having a very, very large third eye. Coran has latched onto that. He's keeping it all for himself. And in order to force him out, you have a few options, but the ultimate goal is to take control one way or the other. Either finding a way to willingly control that opening, or closing it off temporarily in some fashion, or worst case scenario, breaking the damn thing altogether. One way or another, the idea is for all of you to enter this soulscape and find a way to close that passage. So you made plans to commence with the ritual in the morning. You guys had a sit down at a very bawdy but very popular tavern, and spent several hours getting to know Burberry as well as you all could, in the hopes that there would be nothing in there that might surprise you. That you'd all be prepared and at the ready, and that Burberry would be as undefensive as possible going into this. And come morning, you guys assembled in one of the practice chambers of the Crystal Tower, the observatory here at the East Diocese. And there you found most of the senior staff, Cardinal Tyrion at the head, preparing this very elaborate ritual, large, multi-circled ritual circle, inscribed in powdered rubies and other precious gemstones. Large vats of incense surrounded you that were lit as you were all set to lie down on the hardwood floor and begin to transit from your bodies into this astral place. And over the course of an hour, your consciousness began to shift from this plane into something else. And you woke to find yourself in this vast, shining expanse of light. It looked like a landscape. Just untamed, rolling hills, distant mountains, the silvery, sparkling sky overhead, all of it composed of the same ethereal light. And in the distance, you could see this beam shining up, rushing up from the horizon line, like a waterfall or a geyser in reverse. And standing not too far away from that beam was a very tall, clearly at that distance, figure, humanoid in its shape, composed of light, much like everything else. And you also watched as what looked to be a mountain that sort of extended down from the sky, kind of gouged its way across the earth in the distance, not too far away from your current position. And looking up, it looked to be conjoined to this other massive shape, just kind of suspended over this landscape. And as you got your bearings, took each other in, kind of reconciled with what you were seeing, and began moving, you found yourselves assailed by a group of psychic manifestations in the shape of wolves that rose from the ground on a nearby hill and began to run towards your party. So we are going to be picking up at the top of initiative order. And if there are any questions, by all means, let me know. But in the meantime, if I could get some initiative rolls to start us out, that would be great.
This is just kind of like a random thought processes. Does Burberry have like any control over himself here, or is this just is this Nightmare Land where I have no control over my surroundings?
That's a good question.
That is a great question.
Yeah, make him think.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Make them disappear.
I have a tactical note to send, which is just that the image on the tabletop has not loaded. It is broken.
The image?
Whatever image you're using for our tabletop simulator table is blank.
Oh no. Alright. Table.
I have my
Same here.
Alright, give me 1 second to get a grid up. And then we'll be good to go.
I mean, it's sort of thematic that we just fight on this white void.
I mean, it would be fitting. I just,
It's hard to measure things.
Yeah. Although I guess we could just use the ruler tool. But,
No.
that would be confusing if I could see the grid, nobody else could. I would get thrown by that. I think it's loading. Or it's in the process of loading.
Okay. Yep, that worked.
Okay.
We good.
Cool. Y'all are gridded. I will share my screen. I don't really have anything hidden, so y'all can see what's happening in the tabletop.
There's two big wolves.
2 big wolves and 2 smaller wolves charging down a hill towards you in this white expanse.
Alright, initiative.
Alright, so initiative, please.
I got
30.
1 to 1.
30?
30.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I got a nat 20 because I get advantage and I got a plus 10.
Hell yes.
Holy shit.
9 on the other side. End of the order.
I'll walk down the middle of that with a 15.
Okay.
21.
21. Clark?
12.
12. Alrighty. Alright then. Top of the order is Barnaby.
Alright. I'm going to fly about 30 feet in the air forward, and I'm going to kerpow.
So 30 feet forward, or...
About 15 forward, 15 up.
All right. So, fair enough. Okay, what you shooting?
The closest one.
Okay, I will assume that means this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is gonna be 32 to hit.
32 will hit.
Alright. Oh, I didn't sharpshooter that. I wanted to test that, but I guess I got a 32. So, oh well. That's gonna be a 18 damage for the first hit,
Okay.
and the second hit I will use sharpshooter on.
All right. And this is magical piercing damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. That is gonna be. Well, that's just gonna be a 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
All right. That is gonna be 28.
28. So 30. Shit, 18. So 46. Woof, big damage. Okay.
And I'll order Bark to stay by the squishies.
All right. Bark needs to be on the table. I'll have to dig up his model here in a second.
That's all right.
Aloran then.
It's
If you don't have,
probably
any, if
gonna
you don't
die
have anything
sometime.
else, Barnaby, that's going to be Aloran's turn.
I'll see it.
All right.
You know what? I'm not gonna do what I used to do. I'm gonna try something different. Aloran's going to cast first level spell Speak with Animals.
Oh, interesting.
Respectable.
Let me put this forward, Aloran. What is your passive arcana?
Ass. 11.
11. Okay. I'll say this. I think you would, at the very minimum, recognize that in this place where you are dealing with what's supposed to be the interior of Burberry's mind and soul, right? I think it would strike you that it's odd that there are animals here, that there would be animals here,
Okay.
for whatever that's worth.
That's a long walk, too. This isn't gonna work.
Is this the DM telling me that this is not gonna work?
That is what I will tell you with your 11 passive arcana.
Yeah, what cast?
I would encourage it, but I also encourage bad ideas routinely, so...
You know what, can I, before I do this, let me see, can I, would rolling an arcana check to get you to be more specific cost my turn?
I'd say it would take one of your actions, we'll say. Bonus or regular. One of the two.
Gonna get through this, so we're gonna find out that all the enemies somehow have Burberry's AC.
Okay, fuck it. We're gonna cast Speak with Animals.
We're gonna go for it?
You're gonna go for it.
Okay.
I feel like it's gonna go really badly. Hey, doggos! Can you leave us alone, please?
You gotta call them puppers.
Hey, oh, sorry, puppers. Will you please leave us alone? If you really are hungry, there's that really big, tall figure over there, and I'm sure he'd love company.
Why?
Okay.
Which
For shits and giggles, let me ask, what language are you speaking?
Animal?
Common. Okay.
An animal?
It just says you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts.
Okay, she's
so-
barking at the dogs.
You're-
Bark.
Okay,
bark,
you're barking. Okay.
I've heard wolves before. She's wolving at them.
All right, I'll tell you this. As you are trying to engage with these things, as they're beginning kind of like to pad towards you, you watch as these beings, they have this like kind of iridescent sheen to them, and every so often you watch as kind of the edge of their form kind of flickers or spits off like a small shower of sparks, as though their shape is not wholly stable.
Okay.
They don't react to what you're saying in the slightest, and you are very confident now. These are not animals. These are not the spirits of animals, whatever they are. These are something very different.
Well, I tried.
I respect it. Honestly.
That was fair. Anything else on your turn? I feel like a wild shape is about to happen.
Oh, yeah. I'll wild shape and do it. Wait, no. I had polymorph. How many spells do I have?
You have a lot of spells.
What level's polymorph?
4th.
Oh, perfect. I'll polymorph.
That takes an action, which you just used to cast Speak with Animals.
Oh. Damn it. Okay.
That's why I said wild shape.
I don't know what my CR is.
You
know what? I'm wild shaping. I'll let you know in a second.
Okay.
So we can move forward.
Fair enough. With that,
I believe
then,
your CR should be your level, actually, but...
it's like a third of your level or something like that with a druid. So it might be CR4 at this point. So top or not top of the order, next in the order, excuse me, is one of these smaller shapes, and you're going to watch as this thing takes a couple steps forward and then lifts off the ground and races towards the party. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aloran and Adlar. This thing rushes towards you two and through you, and you feel as this wolf like flies through the air and its form like connects with yours. You feel it kind of breaking apart, like this like thick cloud almost. You feel this like tingling, like static electricity kind of crawling across your body, and seconds later, you feel this wave of pressure, like mental, psychic pressure, kind of wash over your bodies. On a Lauren, there's a 26 hit.
Wait, yeah.
26 will hit?
Wait.
Okay.
Fight Adlar first.
Okay.
I'm still figuring out a name.
Does a 17 hit Adlar?
No.
Okay. So, Lauren is the only one to get hit by this. Probably. I assume.
I don't think there's an animal she could possibly polymorph into that would not get hit by this.
Okay.
Yeah, no, okay, I get hit by it.
Okay. So, you are going to take a little bit of damage here. You are going to take 12 psychic damage. And your wisdom is going to go down by 2.
What?
Interesting.
Well, that's terrible.
That is his turn.
Glad I didn't get hit by that.
One of the big wolves is next in the order. And then after that it'll be Burberry. And Barnaby, since you took a shot at one of them,
Uh-oh.
I'm going to need you to make...
Too soon, buddy.
a strength saving throw for me as this
Strength.
thing turns its head towards you, and
Alright,
its eyes
I'm-
flash.
I'm alright with that. I'm proficient in it.
Never say that. You'll jinx yourself.
I did. That's a 9.
That is a failure, my guy.
Uh-oh.
And you are going to feel your body seize up as this telekinetic force wraps around you. And you all watch as Barnaby's body lurches in the air, his feet kind of pulled out from under him as he's like raised up about 5 feet. And then he is thrown at a blinding speed down towards Noelle. And Noelle, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity
I
saving
haven't done
throw.
anything.
Incoming projectile.
I don't think I'm gonna pass. Oh, I have pretty good dex.
Don't say it.
How much?
17?
17 will succeed. Good
Hey,
shit.
I have a plus
Okay.
10 to that. I hope it succeeds.
So you duck out of the way just as Barnaby smashes into the ground. You get a little bit of this damage. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus.
That
Apparently
is
not many.
gonna be
Man, my head is a dangerous place.
10, 20, 33, split between the two of you, so that'll be 16 each, and then Noelle, you will be taking half of that.
Okay.
So 16 to Barnaby and 8 to Noelle.
Okay.
And yeah, Barnaby, you are prone on the ground at Noelle's feet.
Just to be clear, it didn't matter that Barnaby was 15 feet in the air for any of that.
It did not. It just looked at him and grabbed him with this force of will, seemingly.
Just double checking.
Yep. That'll take us to
That was
Burl.
unpleasant. Now I know what the bullets feel like.
Can I try to use my brain to tell him to back off?
I
Not
am
take
your
a full
god.
action, or is that a-
I'll say. Try. We'll say a persuasion check. If this is just like you trying to like just speak and hoping that your soul responds to your words, or if you're trying to like reach deeper, I'd say that would be more involved.
I'll do a deeper reach.
Okay. I'll say make a charisma check then.
It's a 10.
10. Okay. So as you're trying to like exert this force of will and compel these manifestations to back off, you watch as this
They laugh at me.
ground below Burberry's feet begins to ripple, like he's sitting on water almost, and it kind of ripples down the way towards these spectral entities. And you watch as there are like a handful of like small, almost like spikes that kind of like slowly kind of reach up out of the ground towards them. But you watch as they just kind of like take a couple steps back away from them, not really phased
Okay.
by this.
Interesting.
So in theory, this could work. I'm
In
just
theory.
not very good at it.
In theory, that was just not.
In
not
fairness,
quite
that's
enough.
a very specific skill. I don't know how you could be good at it.
Just very.
But I like where your head's at.
Yeah. Okay, and that's my full. Is that my?
That would
full
be action. Yes.
action? Okay. Have a. You can go on to the next person. I'll be looking through bonus actions, but I don't think I have any that are.
Okay. That'll take us to John.
Oh, Alorn's a spotted lion.
Spotted lion.
Mhm.
Okay. How big is that?
Huge.
Huge. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Lauren is gigantic.
Right now, there's just the one creature next to Burberry.
There's one next to Adlar. The rest of them are still up the hill from you guys.
I'll bonus action cast spiritual weapon.
Okay. Spiritual weapon.
Is there not Burberry there as well?
Oh yeah, Burberry's there. Yeah, you're right.
Shit.
Just like, am I looking at
I forgot that's where Burberry was standing. That's all.
Okay,
Spiritual weapon.
I'm gonna go ahead and move Burberry back and switch places with her, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Is that gonna proc an opportunity attack if I like switch places with him?
It's not force movement doesn't provoke those.
That's correct.
Okay.
So I'd
I'm
say
gonna switch places.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack the thing that's attacking them.
Okay. That'll do then. So, kind of shoving Burberry out of the way, you step forward to attack this smaller, kind of now floating spectral wolf. Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll to hit.
Time to use my new sword.
Do it.
Let's see. This is a plus 11 to hit. So that is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that is 1d plus 9 slashing damage. Plus. Sorry. Can I reckon that I'm raging?
Yeah.
Okay. So raging. So that means that I get an extra plus 3 on that. So that's plus 12. 1d plus 12. I think that's how that works. So that is 5 plus 12, so 17 damage.
17 slashing.
So it's 5 for the D and then 12 for the slashing. So I guess is it all slashing? I don't know.
And what is the weapons? This is the new weapon, right?
It's the Dawnbreak. I don't know what.
Let me go back and look at it.
Is this a fiend?
It is not a fiend. That's right. That's what the limit was. It is not a fiend. So it is just the slashing damage. Yep. So 17.
Yeah, 17 slashing damage.
That'll do it then. That is a hit. And 17 damage.
It's not bad. Hit again.
Go for it.
Oh, I don't know if this one's gonna hit. 15.
15 will not hit. That is a miss.
Okay. I rolled 4. I don't think I was gonna hit with that.
That's unfortunate. That will take us then to Noelle.
Well, I don't have faith that this is going to work, but I'll do the thing I do. I'm going to try and hypnotic pattern the cluster of creatures across the way.
So step forward a couple feet just to make sure you're in range. And
it's 120 feet. I don't have to move.
Oh, is it 120? Oh shit! I thought it was 60. Okay. Then let me see here. Up. All right. So is it a wisdom save?
Correct. Wisdom saving throw DC of I think it's 18.
Okay.
19.
19. Okay. That is starting from the left. Little guy got a 22.
Okay.
First big guy got a 16, so that's a failure. And the second one got an 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it have an effect? Does it look like that it worked?
It is contingent on charm, correct?
Each creature, the
While
creature
charmed.
becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated speed of 0.
It does succeed. You
Okay.
will see the two larger ones suddenly relax where they stand and just kind of stare off into space placidly.
Okay. I think Noel is going to. Sorry, it was here at the start of the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Could I? There's not really a great safe spot, unfortunately. I think the best thing I can do is just make myself a waste of a target. So 1, 2. I'm gonna isolate a little bit. If they want to use any kind of like line attack or something, make them waste some resources. That's all for Noel.
Okay. That will take us to the small fellow. He is going to fly forward about 40 feet. And you are going to watch as the form begins to convulse and shimmer. And you hear this kind of low, almost like high violin strings, just kind of this grating, this kind of growing and growing in intensity and volume. And it grows to the point that it is head splitting. And this wolf is no longer, it is just this gyrating cloud of light and flickering imagery. And I'm going to need everyone in the party to make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence.
Oh boy. It knows our weakness.
Yeah.
No, that's a 6.
Nope. I'm gonna use inspo for this.
Okay.
13.
13.
I bet I know what that is.
23.
Okay.
What kind of save is this?
20.
Intelligence. All right. So I've heard 2 successes so far.
I got a 14.
All right. That is a failure. What is Adlar?
We're all the greatest at this, clearly.
5.
Okay, so Aloran and Burberry are the only ones who succeed against the effects of Psychic Scream. And
This is gonna hurt.
that is...
Real quick, is this a charmed effect?
This is not a charm effect.
Alright.
This is just
It's just pain.
some very big damage.
Ow!
That's a lot of ones. God damn it.
Yay!
Ugh,
Let's
that
not
hurts
celebrate
my soul.
yet.
That's
I'm gonna celebrate
10,
ones in any capacity when Plent rolls them. I'm just saying.
20,
Respectable.
30, 35 damage to each failed save.
Ouch.
35 times, or divided by 2. So 17 damage to the successful saves. And to the failed saves, you are now stunned.
Oh, I think that means I drop concentration no matter what, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
And it was how much for full damage? 34?
34 full damage, or 35 full damage, 17 half damage, and you succeeded. Because you got like a 20-something.
Well,
Right? Yeah, Adlar took full damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out with Adler.
That will take us to top of the order, Barnaby. So
Well, I'm stunned, so I'm
You are
going to try and
stunned.
get unstunned. Oh, I need to roll for bark.
oh yeah, roll for Bart.
Oh, that's a fail. That's a 10.
Bart just.
See, I told you he was going to go out this combat.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised he was even here in the first place.
It's a manifestation of Barnaby's psyche, is he? this little wispy ghost, like cartoon ghost of Bart, followed him in, and is now just gone.
He ain't here no more.
So Barnaby needs to make an intelligence saving throw at the end of his turn.
Alright. Let's see. Oh, that's not bad. That's a 16 plus 2, 18.
That is a success. That will end the effect. So you are no longer stunned. Lauren, it is your turn.
I am a spotted lion.
Who's all right next to a creature?
Um,
So I can't see the stream is up.
yeah, the stream's up. So Adlar and John are next to it. They're both stunned.
So I'm like right next to it.
You are like 10 feet from it.
Okay, I'll get next to the creature.
Okay.
And I am going to attack.
All right. Go ahead and give
And
me
I
some rolls to
have
hit.
advantage on the attack roll if there's creatures within 5 feet of me.
That isn't
Otherwise-
incapacitated.
Oh, everyone's
They're all
incapacitated.
stunned.
God damn it.
I'm not.
You're on the other side of the group.
I'm just making a statement. I'm not.
All right. Also, I just realized the battle music is not very battly. I should fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, since I forgot that everyone's incapacitated, can I move 10 feet and then away from it and then use the 20 feet to charge it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So what does the charge do?
If the lion moved at least 20 feet straight towards the target immediately before
Strength
they hit,
save.
strength
Knock it
save
prone.
DC 16, or they're prone.
Okay.
And if the target is prone, I can make another attack.
Let me.
And I don't hit. I rolled a 10.
That was a miss, unfortunately. So I mean, I'll say, but they are immune to being knocked prone. Because they are floating.
Oh, so these are just
creatures.
the worst things ever. Cool. Well, that's my turn.
Welcome to Burberry's mind.
Sorry.
That will be your turn then. That will be the two guys here on the left. So the one right next to you, Warren, that you just attacked.
You're very quiet.
It is going to cast a spell on you. And I'm going to need you... Oop, did my thing go down again? I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Although you will have advantage.
Okay.
12. Okay. So,
Burberry, I'm gonna get knocked out of your mind.
your
Sorry.
vision begins to swim, and you begin to reel as a rush of memories suddenly come to mind.
That's bad for Lauren. You need to stop that.
You remember being in Burberry's company the past several days. You remember much of your adventures with Burberry, but what you now suddenly remember is that you, Aloran, are not really Aloran. Aloran is somewhere out there, but you, here, have manifested in the last minute to repel these intrusions into Burberry's mind and soul.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. So who am I attacking?
Well, I will leave it to you. This is a modified memory. So you are operating now under this sudden realization that you aren't really Aloran. You came to be. You've been informed by Burberry's own memories of what's happened in the past however long, but you, right here, right now, are one of them. So make of that what you will.
It's okay, I'm gonna roll D6, so I'm not put everyone's name.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Would Burberry attack Burberry?
Fair point.
That's fair. Okay, I'll erase you from that.
Yeah.
So it'll be a D4.
So with that, then that will be that creature's turn, and he's just going to hang out next to the stunned John, who one of the distant, large spectral wolves is going to look at, and his eyes are going to flash. And John
Make a wisdom saving.
will need to make a strength save. But because he's stunned, he's going to automatically fail. And you're going to watch as John is lifted into the air about 20 feet and then slammed down on top of Barnaby, who looks like he is starting to come to. So Barnaby,
Brain's an asshole.
Barnaby, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, that's probably gonna be a failure, I bet. That is 13.
13 is a failure. You are correct. That is going to be... It's okay, damage. 10... 20... 26... So 13 damage each.
I'm assuming that damage.
So with rage, does that end if you're incapacitated?
Uh,
No,
It
just if you're
doesn't
not
end as long
unconscious.
as you take damage.
It doesn't.
You just made him take
Well,
damage.
it doesn't end if you're stunned. Only if you're unconscious. Yeah. So it would be halved on John.
that should be 6.
Yeah, 6. And this creature is going to just take a few, maybe 10 steps around this way, just kind of circling the perimeter of the battlefield here, keeping a watchful eye out. So Burberry, it is your turn. You are not stunned.
No.
You're watching all of this kind of unfolding around you. What are you doing?
I am going to cast Aura of Purity.
Ooh.
Which doesn't really do a lot right now, but it does give you advantage on the stun saving throws.
Okay. Smart.
And then I will attack this the wee one that's nearby
Okay.
with my spiritual weapon.
Sure. So just give it a swing. Give me a roll to hit.
Alright.
What does it look like?
Oh, in here? Oh, that's a good question.
Like also because you're kind of Burberry?
Damn you, Pete, thinking of the good questions that I don't have the answer to.
Sorry, you don't have to answer it. We can keep going with combat. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah. I can find where I put it. Hello. Okay, and I will go ahead and do 2d8 damage. I cast a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. So that will be... That's a d10. You're not a d8. You know what? The Lord thanks me for my honesty. That's 16 points of damage because I... Oh wait, plus wisdom.
Wait, did you roll to hit?
Oh, brain. No, I didn't. I just assumed that I hit because I'm smart, which I did not because I rolled a natural 1. So
Oh,
that's so sad. I rolled 2 8s on my d8.
No.
Oh, Burberry. We'll see.
That's all right.
Well, that'll take us to John, who is stunned and prone on the ground. You do have advantage on this saving throw, though, so go ahead and roll an intelligence save for me.
Okay. First one is a 12. Second one is a 16.
16 will need it. You are no longer stunned by the end of your turn.
Thank God. Can I
That'll
age
take
it
us.
up?
That'll take. That is the end of your turn, unfortunately. That'll take us to Noel.
Am I in the aura of purity, or am I too far away?
You are 1,
gonna
2,
regret
3,
having
4, 5.
stepped-
You are just inside the aura.
Can I
30-foot
throw?
radius.
I would have moved if you weren't, to be honest.
I actually had advantage, correct?
Yep,
19.
that'll succeed. You are no longer stunned by the end of your turn.
Okie dokie.
All right. That will take us to the small guy who just screamed and stunned everyone. It is going to... I think it's going to rush... How much movement does that have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... Alright, yeah. So it's going to... You're going to watch as it does the same thing the first one did at the beginning of the battle, where it is going to begin like rushing towards one of you and then very quickly kind of zip through multiple members of the party as it does this. So Noel first. That is probably going to miss. As it leaves your area of reach, you can make an opportunity attack.
Sure. Wait, are you sure? What did you roll?
I think it's a 16.
Okay, that does miss.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Okay. Yeah, I'll swing out of my rapier. Sure, why not?
Okay,
Natural one.
natural one. Okay. So now it is at John. John does a... Since you're prone, I get to roll plunge. Sweet. Does a 26 hit John?
Yeah.
Alrighty. John, you are going to take 9 psychic damage. And your wisdom score is going to reduce by 3.
Oh dear God.
Barnaby does a nat 20 hits you.
Oh, Barnaby.
Does Barnaby have adamantine armor? I don't remember. David?
I think he has marinade.
I was muted. Sorry. I do not have adamantine,
Okay. So
and
you're
I
going
think
to
that is a hit.
full brunt of a nat 20. That's going to be a big, fat 20 psychic damage.
Ow.
And your wisdom score is going to go down by 4.
Well, that's just rude.
Train's an asshole.
And it's going to leave off right next to you, Barnaby, because I don't think it's going to reach all the way to Bark. Well, Bark's gone. Bark's not on the board anymore. Okay, that is his turn. That will be now the big boy, who's taken some damage from you, Barnaby. Barnaby, I'm going to need you to make another strength save.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, Barnaby, you can do this.
Let's see. Oh, that's a 20.
That's a success. You feel this thing's this force beginning to wrap around you, and you just immediately just push out of like, nope, not again.
I am
happening
not
again.
your bullet.
And that is their turn. It is your turn now, Barnaby.
I'm gonna shoot it, and I'm gonna fly up into the air.
All right. As you fly up into the air, you're going to take an opportunity attack from the guy next to you.
That's fine.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
All right. You're going to take 10 psychic damage,
Ow.
and your wisdom is going to go down by 1.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot the thing that tried to pick me up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll to hit.
And I am using sharpshooter this time. That's gonna be a
Shit.
17 to hit.
We never rolled for fucking... What's his name? Yeah. He should have had multiple turns by this point.
Oh, Adler.
Yes. What was it, David?
17 to hit.
17 to hit. That will hit.
Alright. Let's get some.
Oh, wait, no. Which one are you aiming for?
The one that picked me
The
up.
big one? Oh,
Yeah.
17 is actually going to miss the big one. I'm
Shoot.
sorry.
Well, I'm gonna shoot again then.
Okay.
His initiative's a 26.
26 on Adler. Holy shit.
That is gonna be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Yep.
Could you give me an intelligence save for him for last turn?
Six.
Yeah, that's a failure. Oh, advantage. Or no, not advantage, because Burberry hadn't gone yet. This turn, he'll have
Yes.
advantage.
31 damage for the first hit.
Woo!
And I am going to do two things. I'm gonna action surge,
Okay. Action.
and
surge.
I'm also gonna second wind.
Fair enough.
Good call. Barnaby's getting his ass whooped right now.
He's getting fucking walloped.
I'm getting my behind beat. Try to use a clean version, please.
Sorry?
Barnaby can sense profanity. Alright, so what do I heal up? Ooh, that was actually good. 9 plus 10, so 19. Take that.
Good shit.
Brought myself up a bit. Alright, and then, yes, I'm going to use Action Surge, and I'm going to kerploo on that thing.
Alrighty, give me some more rolls.
That is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll be 26 damage.
26. So now we're at 80. Okay. It is looking very rough. He's probably does not have much more in him, truth be told. This thing is like flickering. It's struggling to maintain its shape. Like the wolf form is just kind of like almost completely fallen away. And now it's just kind of this amorphous, vaguely humanoid-ish, kind of iridescent figure floating there on the hill.
Well, that's a good thing I got another shot, because that's going to be a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Holy poop. That's max D10s. So that is 36 damage.
Just explodes in a shower of like rainbow sparks in every direction.
I'll
Good
do it
shit.
again. He yells out to the wolves.
The wolves don't react too much to that taunt. They remain focused on the task at hand. That will take
That's
us
all I got.
to Adlar then. Adlar can make another intelligence saving throw, this time with advantage, thanks to Aura of Purity.
13.
13 is still a failure, though. Adlar remains stunned. Lauren, it's your turn.
Where's Noelle?
I'm quite far
Well,
away.
On the far side of the party over here.
I have 60 feet of
3,
movement.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you can reach her.
All right. Hi, Noelle.
Lauren, what are you
You
doing?
what? This giant lion just bounds around the group towards you.
Lauren?
Uh-oh. I attack.
And I think you need to make a strength save, Noelle, for the pounce or the rend, whatever it is.
Yep.
Don't
the running
rend
20
me,
feet.
please.
No!
Oh, that ain't a good sign.
This sounds like a silvery barbs that has to happen.
It is a silvery barb. Silvery barbs it. Silvery
will.
barbs it.
I was hoping to save my reaction, but I'll silvery barbs it.
Oh,
It was a nat 20.
that's hilarious. Holy cow.
Please
Why
roll
did I
that
keep
and
nat
roll lower
20
this
on
time.
my party members? I did it to Dan. I almost did it to Noel.
Oh, that's
my
good.
God. Okay. Try this again. Okay, that's way less. 17 to hit?
That will miss.
Oh, thank
17
God.
total?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right.
Got a 9 plus.
So this lion comes rushing towards you, and you just very quickly throw up the silvery barbs to save yourself.
I will give John advantage on your next whatever the hell you do.
Sweet.
Alright, oh, that's
Yeah.
one.
All right. That will take us to the little guy next to Adlar. He is going to. He's going to cast a spell on John now, I think.
Dang it.
And
Wait, which little guy?
this little guy over here.
Damn. Yep.
And John, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
How does this work?
Do it.
How does this work since my wisdom was reduced?
You use the new wisdom save, whatever it is.
Okay,
You can give
so
yourself advantage on this with silvery barbs.
okay, so it's 11. So that means it's a +1.
Is that with the advantage?
No, I mean I'm talking about the
With this,
Just
yeah,
the base.
you would use what your current save bonus is.
I would use my current or what it is now that the wisdom is reduced.
Yeah, that one.
What it is when it's reduced. That's what
When
I'm
it's
asking.
reduced, yes.
Would it now be 11, or would it now be a +1 since it's an 11?
Okay. So then you have advantage because of the silver barbs.
Well, it can't be a +1 since it's an 11.
Apparently no one's understanding the question, so I'll just say yes. Okay.
Well, if your wisdom score is an 11, it'd be a +0.
Oh, I thought you were saying you rolled an 11.
My intelligence is an 11, and I have a +1 to my intelligence saving throw. So I'm assuming that would be the same for my wisdom.
You have a cloak of protection or something, right?
I don't know. Yes, I do.
Okay, that's where it's coming from.
Okay, so I have a +1 to my saving throw for wisdom. Oh, that means my wisdom saving throw would have been a +4 before. Or no, it would have been a +2, but I had an increase to 1 because I was already added in. Is it added in there?
It should be added in.
I'm assuming you added it in there when you calculated it. Yeah, it's got a +1 at the end. Okay, so my wisdom save is a +1. So because of the thing.
Yes.
God, I was always trying to figure out. I was like, what is my
I
saving
thought
throw?
you said you rolled an 11. I was like, hey, yes.
No, I was trying to figure out. Okay, I got a natural 20. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Then the spell will not succeed. Then you are definitely going to feel something encroach on your mind, but it is not going to take effect. That will take us to the remaining big boy on the hill, who is going to grab Adlar, and Adlar's going to automatically fail a strength save, and he is going to throw him. What is that? So 3.3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's just going to throw Adlar across the field, and Adlar is going to take the full brunt of this damage.
That's what's going on.
That is going to be 10, 20, 26 damage to Adlar. Is he still here?
He's still here.
All right. Adlar is now prone and stunned on the ground.
That's not a good spot to be.
That'll take us to Burberry.
I don't like any of this.
This is a little rough.
Yeah, this is a little rough. Alright,
I thought this was just gonna be some wolves, man. These ain't wolves.
I got some shit. I got some shit for
ghosts
this
or
place.
some shit.
Ghost wolves.
Manifestations of inner turmoil.
alright, I'm gonna 15 for spiritual weapon.
To hit?
Yeah.
That is a failure. That will not hit.
What?
Yeah, these guys got pretty decent AC. They're quick. They're zippy.
Okay. And then I will cast. Everybody's kind of. Brett, who looks the most hurt right now?
Adlar.
Where's
Adlar looks like dog shit, I think. He just got thrown over everyone's heads way out
It's
this
either
way.
Adlar or Burberry, or sorry, Barnaby.
Yeah, it's one of those two.
Okay.
Barnaby's taking some hits too.
Barnaby's been the punching bag thus far.
Adlar is kind of far away. I don't think I can make it all the way over there in one turn.
Okay.
That's what people always call a bad trip when you take drugs that you fed me.
Nobody fed you anything.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I am going to upcast Mass Healing Word.
Okay.
Fair.
And I'll, technically that's my bonus action, but I'll just make it my action if that's cool.
What are you doing with your bonus action?
Alright, but spiritual weapon.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm not that.
I mean, I'm making it more
Yeah.
expensive.
It's fine.
So yeah, that'll be 3d4. Okay, so that'll be 10 hit points to everybody.
10 hit points of healing?
Except for Lauren.
Fair. That is fair.
10, you said?
10.
Alright, I'll take
I
it.
will take that. I appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, for Adlar's not in range.
Oh, Adlar's not in range.
No. And that is everything for Burberry?
Yeah.
All right, that'll take us to John.
I'm gonna hit the guy that's sitting next to me and
All right.
that is a 26 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that is is it 11? That's 12, so it's 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay.
And if it's not dead, I'll hit.
It is still standing. This is the first hit it's taken.
One hit.
How much was that? One more time.
1 to hit.
21?
To hit.
Yeah, okay. That'll hit.
And that is 17 damage.
17. Alrighty. So we're at 36. Good damage so far. Still standing, but it is starting to look a little shaky. Its form is beginning to kind of oscillate and vibrate in erratic ways. Anything else from John on his turn?
Nope. That's pretty much the end of my turn.
All right, I'll take us to Noel.
Okay. This is not a great situation. Let me look at the map again. Everything's kind of spread out. 20, 25. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I'll get something really quick. Is Adlar stunned right now?
He is still stunned.
Damn. Okay. One, two. What is this? Oh, that's Burberry's spiritual weapon. Okay, Noelle's going to give Burberry Bardic Inspiration with her bonus action, and she's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on the cube with Burberry and the two small ones.
Then they need to make a wisdom save.
Them and Burberry will need to make wisdom saves.
13 from the furthest to the left. And
what's your right now?
18 from the one on the right.
What?
What did you take, Kat?
What's your bardic inspo right now?
A D10.
Excuse me. 12.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 on my dice and a 2 on yours.
Fair enough. So,
All right.
Burberry and the two mage creatures are stunned, or are incapacitated and have a speed of 0.
Oh, 18 fails.
18 fails. I have 19 spell
Oof.
save DC.
All right, good shit. That is Noelle's turn then.
Wait, I need to.
Oh,
No,
you're moving.
Lauren's still evil. Lauren, snap out of it. That's it. I can't get
All
away.
right.
What'd you say, Johnny?
I said there's no saving throws, so there is nothing I can do.
Well, if there's concentration involved, it just
So-
broke.
Oh, it did just break?
If it's a concentration spell, which... that's a good point.
There's always
While
a
this
solution
charm
that can be
lasts.
solved with a gun.
You can affect the target's memory of an event. Only eliminate all members of the event. Speak the target. Okay. So, the way the modified memory works, it says you must speak to the target to describe how its memories are affected. It must be able to understand your language for the modified memories to take root, and you were given telepathic images. Its mind fills in any gaps and details of your description. If the spell ends before you finish describing the modified memory, the creature's memory isn't altered. Otherwise, the modified memory takes hold when the spell ends. So, I would say that the spell has been over if it's been affecting your behavior already.
So
So it's not concentrating on anything right now. you're still your mind is still bit modified.
Spell? When the spell ends?
It says the modified memories take hold when the spell ends.
And the duration is what?
The spell can be held up to 1 minute, but it would have planted that memory and then dropped the concentration.
So I'm just stuck like this?
For the moment. There are remedies, but for the moment.
Okay. Cool.
Your party will need to intercede on your behalf.
Enable concentration if I've been hypnotic patterned?
You would drop
concentration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's alright. That just means our purity is down.
I tried to avoid this.
You did. No, you did.
Let's see. So, top of the order then, Barnaby.
Alright. I thought it through. And I'm going to fly up higher and shoot the big thing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
That will be a 26.
26. That's going to hit, yeah.
Alright. Is going to be 24 damage.
Whew.
And then I'll fire again.
Got
It's going to be 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's going to be 30 damage.
Big damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
sharpshooter helps.
Yeah, that does. That's a lot. Okay. Anything else from Barnaby?
All right, barks out.
Yeah.
Nope, I think that's going to be it.
Alrighty. Adlar, intelligence save to break the stun, please.
That one.
That one. Okay. Lauren.
Cool. Hi, party members.
Hello.
Let's see who's unlucky.
Oh, you ain't getting me.
Good call, because I rolled a 3 and that was Barnaby. But if you're flying...
Can't reach him unless
I
you've got a
can't
way to
reach
fly
him.
up there and get him. Or something else to do. It's your call.
Whose line is this?
Aw, damn it. I'm gonna kill a fucking Adlar.
No.
Lauren's gonna go after Adlar. Please tell me he's looking more
Alrighty.
than
Lauren,
60
no.
feet away.
He's so weak and scrawny.
Does Stowell get an attack of opportunity?
She could, yeah.
I don't want to draw her ire.
I don't want to get mauled by a lion.
I'm not gonna. If I had like Sentinel or something, I'd get it. But I'm just hurting a Lauren.
It's your call.
I'll save my reaction in case something more catastrophic happens.
Alright.
Like
I
another
think
natural
it's
20?
more valuable that way.
So you have advantage because he is
Oh,
prone on the
damn it. I
ground.
rolled a 2. Don't tell me I have advantage.
Yeah.
I was happy. I rolled
You
low.
have advantage.
Oh, I still rolled low. I got a 4 plus 8, so 12, so I don't hit him.
I'll say, for whatever reason, you're like pawing at him, like gingerly, like you're having a hard time bringing yourself to actually offing this intruder. Even as a manifestation of Burberry's mind, you still know Lauren cares about Adlar, and you're having a hard time breaking that happen. So yeah, Noel, you just watch as the giant spotted lion runs across the field towards Adlar and then begins to just kind of hesitate and kind of bat at him.
Oh, that's one problem solved.
So that is the end of Lauren's turn. The little guy is currently stunned.
Oh, shit.
That power does not recharge. What's up?
I forgot about the bread.
Oh no.
I,
Did that beep?
can see it. No, it's not.
Oh.
I can see it. 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 I
Well, I hope the bread didn't burn.
I also hope the bread did not burn.
It's zucchini bread. It was very wet, so it may just have been evaporating. We'll see.
It's moist.
But yeah. So the remaining guy to take a turn is going to be the big boy on the hill, and you're going to watch Barnaby as this thing looks up at you, and its body begins to shimmer and fade. And it is going to vanish from view.
Oh, you think you can escape like that? I've shot invisible things before. I think.
Okay. That takes to Burberry.
Okay, I guess I make a wisdom save against it going better.
You're just stunned for a minute until somebody wakes you up.
I'm sorry.
Somebody's got to break you out of it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm not even gonna. It's totally chill. Like
It's all.
I really wish
cool.
my spiritual weapon could go without me, but alas.
It'll be John's turn now.
It's my turn already. Okay.
Yep.
I hit the one I've been hitting again.
Alrighty, you have advantage on this first hit.
I got advantage. Nice.
He is currently incapacitated, I believe.
Okay. Well, it was the same. So 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. I guess it wouldn't be advantage, but if it's the same, it doesn't matter. Okay, that'll hit.
Damage is only 14, though.
14?
Yep. If it's still alive,
He is still up. He is shimmering and shaking, but he is up.
do I still have advantage or no?
No. He is no longer incapacitated.
Well, I will use my reckless attack then, so I have advantage.
Fair enough.
I will. Okay. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And nice. Full damage. That is 20 damage.
20. Okay. With that final cleave, you watch as this shimmering cloud breaks in two, and you watch as sparks kind of between the two parts, and then it detonates. And I'm going to need Barnaby, John, and Burberry to all make dexterity saving throws.
Would I automatically fail it?
I believe you're incapacitated.
Incapacitated is a little different.
Oh.
And all it does is stop you from acting or taking action. So
That's an 8.
all right, that's a failure.
You said Dex?
Yes, Dex.
21.
That's a success.
I have a disagreement with myself and I just shiver for a second.
And what was John's?
So is this one of the ones where I can add my shield's AC bonus to my dexterity saving throw?
If it's a shield master, I think that takes a reaction. I don't remember how that works. If you are subject to a dexterity save, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed. And then if you aren't incapacitated, add your shield's AC bonus. Yes. Or no. To a spell or harmful effect that targets only you. This is affecting 3 people.
Gotcha. Okay.
So.
Well, without that, 16.
Okay. That will succeed. So Barnaby will take full damage, and the other 2 of you will take half.
No damage, right?
If you use your reaction.
I'll use my reaction.
Okay. So that'll be 10, 20, 27 psychic damage. So Barney will take 27. The rest of you will take 13. John will take none with his reaction. And that creature is no more. That'll take us to Noel.
Okay. So what we just learned is that these guys explode when you kill them?
The little ones do.
Okay. Well, in the interest of fairness, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's the Baldur's Gate!
I am going to shake Burberry out of their stupor. Is that my action?
Yeah, it takes an action to rouse somebody from it. So, wake up, Burberry!
Burberry, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just what happened?
It's not going great. That's my action. Bonus action, I will...
Oh, Barnaby's fucking 20 feet in the air, isn't he?
It was 60 feet in the
60
air,
feet.
thank you.
Yeah, you don't take any damage from that, sorry.
Oh, thank goodness.
I forgot you were up in the air.
Thank
Is
goodness.
the big dog still over here?
Yeah, you guys would have watched as its body shimmered and it, like, disappeared from view.
Great. And there's still the other stunned guy, right?
Yeah, it is just hovering there, incapacitated.
Okay. Well, we've still got a couple big problems. I don't think there's a useful bonus action I could really employ here. I'll give Burberry another bardic inspiration.
Okay.
That's all.
Are you sure you don't want to give that to a Warren?
You seem a little angry right now with us.
Yeah, that'll take us to Barnaby then. Top of the order.
Can I do a quick perception to see if I can see where this invisible guy went?
You may take the search action to try and locate him. Yes.
What is that again?
It's a perception check,
Oh, okay.
but it is an action.
I'm not very good with that right now because my wisdom's been tanked a bit, so I'm just going to shoot wildly into the rough spot I saw it at and hope for the best.
All right. So shooting at the spot where it was,
Yep.
I guess, yeah, give me 2 rolls to hit with disadvantage since you cannot see your target.
All right, and I'm not using sharpshooter.
Okay.
Well, that's sharp. So that is with disadvantage for the first hit. That's going to be on a 6.
26. So you fire dead on where you thought that thing was. Does not connect with anything.
I fire slightly forward.
You hold your gun forward? Like, what do you mean you fire
I mean, like,
slightly forward?
If the creature was moving forward, I fire in that area.
Towards you, or like on forward on the ground? Like, what do you mean?
Basically,
by
the creature was pointing a direction. I fire in that forward direction.
So like here on the
Yeah,
ground?
we'll go with
Okay.
that.
All right,
Yeah, just around there.
sure. Go ahead and roll to hit again. Disadvantage.
Yep. Oh, that would have been a nat 20. That would have been nice. Ooh. Actually, that's not too bad. That is on an 8.
28. Again, you fire right where you mean to. You do not hit anything.
I think it's
Adlar.
gone, guys.
Adlar,
Going
can I
off
get an
of my
intelligence
most
saving
knowledge.
throw?
We'll see.
Oh, and I'll move another 30 feet into there.
So further up.
Yep.
He succeeded.
How much was that?
19.
That's a success. That'll do it. Adlar comes to, no longer stunned, and sees a giant lion pawing at him. Aloran, what would you like to do now?
No, the timing.
Adler say anything? Or is he just like,
Adlar's like, hello, Aloran, what are we done? What's going on?
oh, damn it, I rolled a 1 again. One's Adlar, by the way.
Ah.
16. That doesn't hit.
It doesn't?
No,
What's his AC?
21.
Okay, all right. So you take a real swing at him this time now that he's moving, and he just like catches your paw in the boat, like, Lord, what are you doing? Like pushes you off.
Wow.
Lauren is not well right now, Adlar.
Alrighty. The little guy who is currently.
Wait, I do have a question real quick. I hate this question.
Yeah,
But he's technically prone, right?
he is prone.
Johnny! Me!
Good call.
That's pretty
I'm rolling low! I'm so happy about it! That's a 12, it doesn't hit.
All right.
Okay.
So Aloran is like now actually trying to hurt Adlar, and he's starting to yell and shout as he's pushing off of her. The small spectral wolf is still incapacitated by a hypnotic pattern. The invisible creature vanished from sight.
And it's coming. Ruby said so.
Yeah, Barnaby, I need you to make another strength saving throw as you feel the force of this creature's will again begin to try and close around you.
Oh, dang it. That's not so bad. That's an 18.
18?
Yes.
That'll succeed. And again, you push off of it. Push
I
through
told
it.
you, I do not consent to being a bullet.
Stop grabbing me. Yeah, that'll be its turn. Burberry.
Okay. So I prepped my thing ahead of time, and I'm very excited because it might be very cool.
Okay.
So I'll start with the easy thing, which is the spiritual weapon is 21
To hit.
hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
And it does 16 points of damage.
Okay.
2.
Is
I
that
want-
radiant damage?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
2. So earlier I tried to manipulate the things that were attacking us, and I managed to make the world move. So my brain went, oh hey, well maybe I can't manipulate the critters, but I can manipulate the setting. So I would like to try and make Aloran get eaten by the ground a bit.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. I'll say give me a charisma check.
28.
Okay.
Thank you for the bardic spell.
Ah, good use. Good use.
Okay. So we'll call that your grapple check for this. And Aloran, I'm going to need you to make either an athletics or acrobatics against that as you feel the ground beneath your feet begin to shift.
But I used the creature strength?
Yes. Athletics or acrobatics, your call.
Well, I'm going to have to say Lauren knows athletics, so she's going to do.
Well, that's the creature, not for Aloran.
Yeah, creatures. Because it's the animal's physical stats, remember?
Okay.
Which means it'll probably be lower.
No, it's higher because I was.
The athletics are higher.
Well, it doesn't have an athletics check.
Then you just use its strength.
Okay, well, it's a 24.
Okay, that'll succeed. Then Burberry. And Lauren, your paws are suddenly enveloped in this strange, hard, light material as the ground warps around you, and you are currently restrained.
Can I just get the... Because I wanted to just, like, fully, like...
I mean, she has an opportunity to try and break out. I mean, she's a big-ass fucking lion, but she is sinking. She is on her way down.
I guess I'll take it. Just worried
Still
because
pretty cool.
No, I know, but that means that I could probably only hold it for one turn because
Hey,
I was only
hey,
on
no.
high because I rolled a
God, this
19.
cat with the fucking bookshelf. 1 second.
And yeah, if the Lord has a plus, I'm guessing somewhere between a +4 and a +6 to athletics, then that's
I have a plus. Well, Lauren herself has a +6 to athletics with
I mean, as an aminal.
the line's a strength.
Okay, I'm back. So the lion is restrained. That'll take us to John.
And I'm also gonna. I would like to move 1 square up and 1 square to the left.
Okay.
So that way, if we have more explodies, I'm slightly less likely to get hit by it.
That'll take us to John.
How bad is the one that's over there looking?
It's taken a couple hits. It's not bad, but it's not great.
I will go ahead and activate my giant might.
Okay.
And then I will run over and smack it.
Okay.
And I'm also doing the thing where I get advantage on attack.
Reckless attack.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So that is a 20. I did.
25 will hit.
And then it's a 6. I have the giant.
So how much is that?
Giants might add 1d6, right? Yep, okay. So that is 24 damage.
Okay.
And if it's not dead, then I'll hit it again.
He's nearly there. Go for it.
With reckless attack again, that is going to be hit.
How much?
19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll hit.
Oh, I was really worried on that one.
You're cutting out is the only issue. I'm only getting every other word sometimes.
I've heard that earlier today. Let me switch to a different headset really quick. Is it any better now?
Hello? I can hear you.
Is it any better now?
It'll be hard to know until.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
talk for a
we'll just have to
bit,
keep going.
Well, let me know if it starts happening again. I'll try something.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a 19 because that does hit.
19 does hit.
Okay. So that is 22 damage.
That will kill it. And as you cleave this one into it again, like the one before it, splits, sparks, and detonates. And I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
And it. I will use my advantage on this. Or my I will use my inspiration. Sorry.
Gotcha.
So I got a 20.
That will succeed.
My damage.
Right. Okay. Then, yeah, that's going to be no damage as this second blast of psychic energy washes over you. And that creature is now dead.
Good, good.
Which takes us to Noelle.
Okay, so we don't know where this big wolf is still?
The last, he vanished from view. Barnaby felt it try and grab him again, but you still can't see it.
Boy, I don't know. I think I'm going to, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20. Don't know if I'm in range for this. Let's double check. No, I guess I could be. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 4, 5. I'm gonna give Adlar a healing word.
Okay.
I will upcast it. I'm not sure how much though. What spell slots do I use the least? Let's go with a 4th level slot. Because he looks pretty hurt, correct?
He's been better.
1, 2, D8. 4. That's 16 health back to Adlar.
Thank you.
You get that?
Yep. Yes, I did.
I know what I was gonna say. Adlar, get away from her! And that's that.
Alrighty. Top of the order is Barnaby. David, you are muted if you're still there.
Gosh darn it. Yes.
There you are. Hello.
I'm gonna find this bugger. I will do a search.
Alrighty, give me a perception check.
Despite my terrible perception, I hope the dice are kind to me. They're not. That's a 3.
That is not enough. You are scanning for some sign of this creature, but you are not seeing it nearby.
Dang bugger.
All right. Anything on your bonus action or movement?
I move higher to get a better vantage point.
All right. So where are you at? Like 120 feet?
Yep.
Okay. Adlar. It's Adlar's turn.
Okay. I'm just scared to move away from the Lord.
Gonna move away.
I want to, but I'm scared.
I mean, he can disengage and move away.
Yeah, I'll just have him disengage. Well, that
Right.
takes his whole action, right?
Yeah.
If we want him to stay alive.
Yeah, I'll just.
All right. Which way is he going?
He's heading towards Noel.
Come here, come here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think for Adlar's 35 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
40 feet. So
Oh,
you can
40
go
feet.
more.
Take my hand, Adlar.
What's wrong with her?
We don't know.
All right, Aloran. What are you doing?
Your prey is getting away.
What the fuck? I keep rolling 1. God damn it. I guess
You're also
Lauren,
stuck in the ground.
she's going to try to break.
Oh, that's
free.
right. You're restrained currently.
I'm going to try to break free from
All right,
that.
I'll say give me a strength check.
Okay. 23.
23. All right. Well, she is going to use her action to pull her paws out of the ground.
Keep that 28 from earlier.
Not quite.
Boo.
You will pull your feet out of the ground. That is your action. What else are you doing on your turn?
I mean, she can move towards Adlar, so...
1,
she's gonna
2,
move
3,
towards
4,
Adlar.
5, 6. Adlar.
Adlar friend.
All right. Yeah. Barnaby.
Yes.
Could you make another strength saving throw?
No.
Damn. Where's this fucking invisible wolf?
That's an 18.
18 will succeed. You feel this thing constantly trying to grasp you with this telekinetic power. And again, frantically, you fight it off. You just keep flying higher and higher away from it.
The second I find you, I'm gonna riddle you with so many bullets, I swear.
Oh god.
I can do a lot of fall damage.
All right, Burberry, it is your turn.
Alright. I am going to walk and try to get between Aloran and Adlar. And I'm gonna say, Aloran, we both know that that's not the proper way that you're supposed to hit on your husband to be. Stop trying to hit our friends. And can I roll a charisma thing?
I mean, I'd say you could try and roll a persuasion against. Well, I mean, what do you think, Lauren? What would you do as a manifestation of Burberry's psyche if Burberry told you to stop hitting all your friends?
But I'm supposed to. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be getting everybody out.
You just see the lion like cock its head, like.
Does Aloran recognize that as Adlar? Does she recognize people?
I mean, you can tell who these people are. You recognize their faces, but you think that you are a manifestation of Burberry's psyche. These people are intruding. These are not supposed to be here.
Yeah. I guess she'll say that. She'll be like, but no one else is supposed to be here.
And this lion just.
Oh no, I know telekinesis.
Oh, you do have telekinesis. Oh, that's right. I forgot you had that. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
You're here to help me. They're also here to help me. If you're not here to help me, what are you even doing here?
What are you even doing?
Now the lion cocks its head.
This is the most furrowed brow on this thing. All right. John. Anything on your turn?
So the current enemies are just the big one over there?
Oh, well, so that one turned invisible, and you guys have not been able to locate it since then. So that was the last place you guys saw it.
Okay.
But Barnaby has been continuously, attacked by this telekinetic power it has.
He's trying to make me into ammo.
As he flies higher and higher into the sky to get away from it.
I have really nothing I can do then at this point, right?
I mean, you can look for it.
You can take a perception check, but that's about it.
Yay, let's let the barbarian do perception check.
We're tagging with Lauren over here.
I got 9.
All right. You don't see it either. Noelle, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay. Does this seem like this whole Burberry shtick is working? Is the lion calming down?
Lauren?
I feel like Aloran sat down and she's kind of listening to Burberry, but she's still confused.
Okay.
It's like side-eyeing Adlar every so often.
Yeah, she's just like, but they're not supposed to be here. I feel like
Technically, neither are you.
Yeah. But I feel like, if anything, you just hear like a grumbling lion.
Okay. I'm gonna trust that situation is somewhat stable. I'm gonna step next to Adlar though, because he seems like he might.
Also, question for play. So if Modify Memory has made this Aloran think that she is part of my psyche, where does this Aloran think that the other Aloran went?
She got to fill in the gaps herself. That was not in the instructions.
I will take a perception check to look for the other wolf.
Because well, Kat knows what's
14.
going on in Aloran's
14.
head. Burberry does not. Burberry just thinks
You're
Aloran lost
just
for 2
frantically looking around. You still don't see it.
Shit. Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Barnaby, your turn.
You can do it, Barnaby. Actually, can I give Barnaby Bardic Inspiration?
He's 150 feet in the air.
All right, never mind.
He just keeps flying up.
Barnaby's gonna fall.
No.
It's Barnaby's turn. What's
Barnaby,
he
you're gonna
doing?
hit the ceiling.
The ceiling of my skull.
There's a ceiling?
Let's not find out.
Well,
It's like a glass dome.
Just try not to leave render distance.
in the interest of trying to find this thing again, I'm going to make another roll.
All right, give me a perception check.
Ooh, that just might do. That's a 19 plus 1, 20.
You see it, Barnaby.
Oh, thank God.
About 30 feet over your head, floating in the air, staring directly at you.
Oh, you can
There's
fly,
this
you little puppy.
vaguely shimmering wolfish form, and as you focus, the iridescent sheen kind of comes back, and it returns to view under your gaze.
I'm gonna fill you with lead in a turn. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Alrighty,
Turn.
Adlar.
All that's left is the one floating in the air.
It is 180 feet up. It's 30 feet over Barnaby's head, who's 150 feet up in the air.
All right, I'm gonna see if Adlar can't see it.
After Barnaby found it, it kind of returns to focus in visibility under his gaze.
Okay, well then, he will attack. $21 to hit.
21 will hit.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Has that one been damaged?
It has.
Okay, then I get that one more. So add another. So 13 damage.
So another 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay. Can you just erase all that? I can't fucking read. So I rolled 8, and then I also have a D6. Oops. 8, 14, 19 damage for the first hit.
19.
And then the second hit.
Okay.
19 plus 11.
To hit?
Yeah.
Okay, they'll hit.
13 damage.
Okay. 2 hits. Good shit.
Okay.
So Adlar looks up, takes 2 shots. Aloran, you watch as Adlar levels his bow at your ally overhead. As Burberry tells you, stop attacking them.
I think she's going to roar in Adlar's face. And then she's gonna turn her head to Burberry. She's gonna say, those are my friends you're hurting. Stop hurting them. What are you doing? This makes no sense. These guys are the bad guys. They're illusions to trick us.
Okay, no, now I know what's
look
happening.
like my friends.
All right. You know that we came in here as a group. So if that is what happens, where is Aloran?
I'm Aloran.
Where is other Aloran?
Why would there be another Aloran?
Because there should be the one that's here already, which is apparently you, and the one that came in here with the group. So where's the other Aloran?
Well, I don't know. They look like wolves.
The group?
Her enemy. Okay, I'm rationalizing it. Is that the enemies? Her enemies right now look like y'all, and the wolves are her actual friends, but they look like wolves instead. they're trying to like fuck with her mind.
However you want to fill in the gaps.
No, this is a weird spell, and you're.
It is
making
weird.
me-
The only thing that it told you is that you are a manifestation like them, and they are intruders. They're not supposed to be here. So you could rationalize however you want after that.
I don't know. You know what? Let's make this easy. Burberry, roll a charisma check. And I'm gonna roll an intelligence. How about that?
There.
13.
You won. I rolled a 7.
So what does that mean?
That means it's like, I feel she's like, oh, did they cast a spell on me? Is that why I'm so confused?
Okay. Fair enough. Is that your turn then, Lauren? After roaring at Adlar and being chastised by
Lauren
Burberry?
is confused for her action.
Alright.
Yeah.
So Barnaby, last ditch effort. This thing is going to try and grab you again. Strength save, please.
Oh, thank goodness. That is a 16 plus 7.
Damn it.
One
Alright,
or 3.
that's
What
another
is going
failure.
on up there?
It keeps trying to make me into gun food.
Alright, Burberry.
Keeps yelling about kung fu.
Gun food!
I think as at the end of its turn, it's going to close the distance. It's going to get within 5 feet of you, Barnaby. Like get like level with your face, like nose to nose. Bop it. So Burberry.
I don't really have a lot of spells that I can cast at that range.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's far.
Can I perceive it? Do I see it?
You can see it. Yeah. Now that Barnaby's found it, it's
Can I
visible again.
attempt to do the thing that it's been doing to everybody else and try throwing it down?
I would say you could try.
Okay, I will try with a 16. I'm just gonna say that for the sake of whatever this is, I'm kind of glad that I am not a charisma caster and my charisma is not great, because otherwise I would be OP.
Alright, so with a 16, you reach up and you try to influence this thing where it's hanging in the air again. Since this is your space, ostensibly, you should have some control. You watch as the mist in the air begins to kind of swirl around this creature and around Barnaby. And for a moment, it looks as though this thing might be constrained by that effort. But it very quickly, like, bats a paw rapidly out of this like miniature vortex, just kind of scatters the little clouds of mist and continues its attack on Barnaby unaffected.
Okay, well, and then I probably would have spent most of my turn trying to talk to Lauren anyway, so it'll, you know.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. John, anything from you?
Can I attack it yet?
It is 150 feet up. You can see it. Can you do anything?
I don't think I can do
You'd have to throw a
anything.
javelin or something.
Well, yeah, I am huge. So I'm like 16 feet tall. I can go 30 feet with my teleport. Other than that, I don't have anything else I can do unless nope, can't do anything.
Alrighty. Noelle,
Yes.
what you got?
This is a very complicated situation with Aloran.
Mm-hmm.
I think Noelle is looking up at the situation that Barnaby has gotten himself into and realizing there's not much she can do about that.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I could do to interact with Alorn in a productive way. Because she's currently pacified. Man, I don't know how many spell slots I should be saving. I don't know how long we're going to be in here. I can't think about it right now. I'm gonna... Yeah, fuck it. I never do interesting things. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna use... unsettling words on Aloran.
Okay.
I'm gonna say... Let me give you a taste of who you are. I'm gonna use unsettling words, and I'm gonna cast Polymorph.
Okay.
So you need to make a wisdom saving throw. And you're gonna deduct a d10, which I will roll.
Lauren didn't like that, I just want you to know.
I'm trying something weird. Alright, you're gonna get a -3 on that.
Okay. $17.
That is a failure. I'm gonna polymorph you into a Lauren.
Okay. So you turn into a not lion. You are yourself again. Or what you remember Lauren to be.
You are a Lauren.
Fucking panic.
She didn't like that.
I don't get to roll anything. He just didn't like it.
This is between y'all. This is RP.
Oh no, this is so complicated. No one wouldn't cast a spell on me and be mean to me.
I just returned you back to your normal form.
I'm so confused. I think Lauren's just gonna sit on the ground.
Okay.
Just hugs her knees. Okay. Yeah. All right. Barnaby, your turn. You are nose to nose with this creature.
It's locked in mid
150 feet into the air.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay. Go figure.
Well, I told you that's what I've been building all this up to.
I know.
Are you that surprised that we got this result? Alright, since I can see the bugger, I'm going to use Sharpshooter. Right. That is going to be a 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is... $34.
Yeah, okay.
So, and I fire again.
No need.
Oh,
that shot is enough. You watch as the bullet flies through, and you watch as this creature's eyes widen in shock, and its body immediately just blasts into pieces of dust and scatters into mist.
Finally.
It is quiet. Except for the slightly panicked sounds of Lauren rocking on the ground.
Where'd that tiger go? I was gonna shoot it next.
Lauren, I'm sorry. I don't know what they did to you, but something is wrong.
I don't know what's happening. Did I hurt my friends? I don't want to hurt my
No,
friends.
you haven't hurt your friends.
I mean, a little bit, but
Shit,
it wasn't her fault.
Did I? What did I hurt?
Looks at Adlar.
I kind of look at Adlar too.
Adlar's like,
Never mind, that's my bad.
he's like holding his hands up. He's like, what happened to her? What's wrong with her? Lauren,
I don't know. Something's wrong.
Lauren, talk to us. What's going on?
I was told you were all intruders, and you had to leave. I thought you were. I thought. I don't know.
Well, the important part is you can help us now, right?
I guess.
I don't know if this is something that's going to go away easily. The creatures are all dead, and she's still acting this way. It's not some kind of mind control. Something's really wrong. Could I Arcana to maybe get a vibe here?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
I don't know why I said Arcana. I'm terrible at that.
I mean, that's what you would use.
No, 8.
8.
I just know that it's not mind control because that's something I think Noelle would know.
Yes. I mean, you know spells like that.
Yeah.
You have used spells like that. This is not one
The
of those
fact that
spells.
it's lingering, I mess with her in a more permanent way.
Look, it's not like it, you know, like you're okay, right? I mean, it's just like a bad feeling, right? You're not like you're not broken. You're not charmed. You're confused, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's okay. It's okay. That of all the things that have happened to us, that is much more manageable than some of the things we've been through.
We can figure this out, Lauren.
It's going to be okay.
How is that you work with the information that you have, and if you get worried about our friends again, then why don't you just worry about protecting me and making sure that our friends don't hurt me?
Okay. Can do that. I'm gonna get out of here. Can we get out of here? I feel like if we leave, I'll feel better.
Well, we can't leave just yet. We did just get here.
Burberry, I don't like it here.
You know, funny enough, neither do I, but I feel like if we get through this, it'll be better on the other side, right?
Hopefully.
Plus, you could write a book, Top 10 Ways Not to Hit on People.
Did I really try to attack you?
Not me, no.
Me and Adlar.
I'm sorry. She'll get up to do an awkward hug. She's gonna get an awkward hug from a Lauren.
It's okay. We need to figure out what they did to you.
What happened when they affected you? Something changed. Like what happened? Do you remember?
They said something that I was like brought here, and then you were all intruding and needed to leave. And I thought it was bad and that it was hurting Burberry.
I mean, Adler looks at Noelle just like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what that means.
Her memories are
Well,
messed up.
I think this is the equivalent of the immune system kicking in.
What do you mean?
Well, there's an immune system for your body, so can't there be an immune system for your brain?
What's happening to Lauren is the equivalent of that?
I think she's been tricked into thinking she's part of the immune system.
That makes sense with what she's saying. But usually control magic will just end if the person is knocked unconscious or dies. I don't know why this is continuing.
Well, was she knocked unconscious or died?
No, not her, the caster. No one's concentrating on this.
Well, obviously I haven't seen this sort of spell before, but I have to say, I'm glad to know that while she's part of my immune system, she's not immune to my charm!
I suppose as long as she's willing to work with you, Burberry, we're gonna have to research this.
Well, we should do it on the way, because the longer we stand here, we did just make a giant ruckus, and we're trying to be on the down low.
Semi-related to this immune system thing, does anybody else feel kind of hazy after that? I'm feeling a little, I don't know, lightheaded maybe?
Yes.
I'm mostly okay, but you really got the worst of it, Adlar.
I mean, I took some hits, but I don't know. One of them passed through me and did something, and I just kind of feel a little foggier than I should.
Adlar, tell me something that only you would know.
Only I would know?
Yeah.
There's nothing.
He's gonna lean into your ear and he's gonna whisper some very, very crude shit. Very crude personal shit. Pertinent to the two of you and your personal time together.
I think Adlar will probably make a Lord blush, actually. He'll be like,
He'll back up and like, am I wrong?
Nope, that's accurate. Okay, so this is actually you. Okay. So that means
Always was.
the rest of you are actually you.
I was about to say, do I need to build you to a room? I mean, I'm not very good at it, but practice.
I don't think it will come to that, but maybe.
A Lord,
He's just like looking at you like,
I feel like we shouldn't do that in Burberry's soul.
Yeah, okay. I could see how that might be a little profane
Inappropriate?
in some ways.
Oh, trust me. Half of me was very much having some very crude imaginings whenever you weren't on camera.
I'm just gonna stay up here.
Burberry, I think as you say that, you hear this very like distant but resonant bassy kind of thrum in the air coming from the direction of that massive like mountain that's just kind of like sliding across the landscape.
We should probably get going.
Does that mean he's horny?
It's about Vesuvius.
It's gonna blow. We should get
No, I am so
away
glad
from
you
this
just picked that right up. Thank you for that.
Sorry.
I think a Lord would cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
Well, we might take a short rest, so you might not have to worry about spellcasting here. I think we should just try and get away from being in the middle of a field, if we can. If there's anywhere to go, it seems like we're in a pretty open space. Even just like the other side of a hill, so that we're not in sightline of everything in the field.
Yeah, I think as you say that, Noelle,
Oh, good.
you would definitely like as you're looking around, you kind of take in like you are definitely out in the open, kind of hilly terrain. There's that distant like mountain, and then that mass kind of attached to it that's like kind of crawling across the landscape in the distance. And beyond that, off in the other direction, there's that beam of light with the sort of humanoid figure, the giant standing in its shadow.
Don't like
And
that.
you can see that figure shifting in its stance. It is kind of like pivoting slightly and turning its head. And as it does, the face is just this blinding like
Oh, if I see it
spotlight.
pivoting to protect Burberry, I will cast Fog Cloud over us.
Okay. And you throw that up very quickly. And yeah, Noelle, your last view before the fog cloud envelops you is that thing kind of turning to look, and in that giant, like, blinding light where its face should be, just kind of slowly kind of panning across the landscape. And then fog encloses you.
Lauren?
I don't have many uses.
Did I see a hill or something we could hide behind?
There are hills around here for sure.
Okay.
You could break line of sight.
Apparently,
There's the hill that those
one.
wolves appeared on, and
I think that I've
charged down
decided
from.
what Burberry's spiritual weapon looks like.
Oh, good.
It looks like an oversized letter opener.
That's cool.
Okay.
I like that. Burberry likes knives.
It's a really big knife.
Well, like, because you know how letter openers, they have, like, the proportions are different between how big the blade is and how big the handle are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got the letter opener proportions, but it does look like an actual sword.
Johnny has 100 of those things.
I mean,
Oh, my letter
All your
opener.
letter openers, daggers.
I literally have one, like, in my pen cup.
Oh shit.
Oh, cool.
That's a stabby one.
I should get a letter
Okay.
opener.
Mine's not that stabby. I can show you guys though. I have
Take your pick, Burberry.
this one,
Ooh, cool.
this one,
Nice.
this one, this one,
Charlie's got cool letter openers,
A
man.
lot of
and
knives.
this one.
So honestly, the one that I was thinking of was I don't have many
hold on
of
to
them
the
that I
one.
used to. It was a curved letter opener that kind of looked like it wasn't a katana because the blade was shaped wrong, but it was like again those proportions, and it kind of like smoothed into the section. So it's not quite as punch daggery.
Gotcha.
Sure. Fog cloud doesn't last very long, correct?
I think like a minute at most.
But we should move.
Yeah,
either
we'll
way.
try and move.
Oh no, an hour.
An hour.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
Well, we could just sit here for a short rest if we wanted.
Oh, and it has a tassel that comes off of the back end of it, so it also totally resembles a bookmark.
Cool.
Okay.
Because
I feel like we should probably duck behind a hill or something.
Well, I mean, thankfully, with the distance that this thing is away from us, if we move away and we use the fog cloud as cover, we can use the fog cloud as cover even if we're not directly in it, because we'd
That's
still be
true.
behind it.
We'll try
Yeah.
that.
That's a PUBG strat right there. I like that shit.
Good way to sell it to the DM.
I have never played, but I'm going to assume that's right.
Smoke grenades are great visual cover.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I think as you guys pull back from the fog cloud and begin looking for a decent place to set up for a short rest, then
Yeah.
I'll say then give me like a group stealth check.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to? Oh wait, I have free pass without a trace.
Oh, dang.
Let me use that. Yeah, it's literally free. I don't have to pay anything.
Sweet.
It's off the pass without a trace.
Good
Everyone
call.
gets a plus 10.
I'll give Barnaby Bardic Inspiration.
Lauren got a 29
23.
Why must you do this to me?
and a 24.
How big is the inspiration? A D8?
D10.
D10.
And you also have a D. You also get a plus 10.
35.
Alright. It's going to be 22 for Barnaby.
22.
Oh, wait. 27. Forgot my
27.
bonus.
Okay. Clark, do you have a stealth check for me? And then I need one for Adlar too.
24 for Adler.
24. Okay.
Stealth check, 27,
You get plus 10.
plus 10. Okay. 37.
Okay. Yeah. You guys stay low, stay tight, crawl, fucking Arby style out of the cloud and behind a hill, a ways away, breaking line of sight with that distant giant and finding decent cover for yourselves to set up and get some rest if you want to.
Yeah.
Any precautions being taken during the short rest?
I'll keep watch.
Before the short rest, I'm gonna do something. This is experimental, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Just because, we know something's not wrong with Lauren and it's not going away. And we don't know what that is.
Right.
So Noelle is going to cast Sending. I don't know how that works in here, but we're gonna try. If it works across planes, it might work in here. I'm gonna try and get in touch with Alexi.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
Currently questing. Aloran's mind has been messed with. It's not mind control. She remembers things differently. How do we fix that?
You will hear a response.
Okay.
You will hear Alexi say, well, it sounds like memory alteration. Competent cleric could clear that up, if it's minor enough. More serious, severe cases can require stronger magic. That said, divine magic, not my area of expertise.
If only we had a competent cleric.
If only.
I will pass that along to Burberry.
Oh,
Something that could...
maybe. Oh, can I do an Arcana check to see if like minor restoration might fix that?
Yeah.
That'll be Arcana, yeah.
Arcana, yep.
16?
16. Minor restoration probably isn't strong enough to fix that. In your experience, that tends to be better suited to dealing with flus, poisonings, physical ailments. This feels more severe than that. At the minimum, I think you would say you could try to remove curse. More sure to work, you feel like greater restoration would probably do it.
Alright, well, I'll do my cleric majiggy and switch out my spells, because I did not take remove curse today.
Okay.
And yeah, I will attempt to remove some spells.
All right.
Off of for Aloran.
Okay.
And it's funny because I like grab the sides of your head and I tap my forehead on yours.
And with that casting of the spell, Aloran, you suddenly feel as though weeks of illness have lifted off of you in an instant. This fatigue, this fog that you didn't realize was there, suddenly like melts away, and for the first time, you're not sure how long you can think clearly, and you remember what happened. You remember that thing passed through you, and as it did, reshaped your memories. You remember very distinctly how your sense of self was completely twisted into feeling like you were just another manifestation of Burberry's psyche. A copy in the image of the real Lauren.
Wow, that's trippy. Woo!
Allow me to
Don't let those things pass through you guys. Oh my god.
Glad to have you back. Good work, Burberry. Also,
I think Alexi gets the for that one.
yeah, that was very good of him to know that. I will, so I can stop focusing on this, I'm going to drop concentration on polymorph. So you're going to go back to being a lion.
I think she snuggle Adler as a lion and say sorry.
Okay, it's okay. We survived. We were not completely prepared for this, but we survived. So,
Okay.
You'd also get a nice big lick from Lauren Noel.
Oh.
ow.
Yeah, that would be sharp.
Fucking sandpaper-ass lion tongue. Woof. Just shaved up the side of your face.
It's definitely like scratched. I'm like, ow. Thank you, Lauren.
That's crazy.
It's the thought that counts. Alright, short rest.
Alright. So yeah, you guys start a short rest. Lauren's keeping watch. Also give me a perception check.
$32.
32. As you guys sit and contemplate nursing wounds on astrally projected bodies and what that might entail, Lauren, with your incredibly sharp senses, after about 10 minutes, you hear the sounds of very light footfalls from further back, since you guys kind of fell back from your previous position even further in that direction, I guess ahead of you now, away from that creature, that giant in the distance. You hear the sounds of footfalls.
Like it's getting closer.
It sounds bipedal, and it sounds as though it's walking towards the fog cloud. Like it's off to your left, up ahead, like behind a hill. Or like a small rise, not even a hill, like a rise in the land here.
Lauren will try to watch it.
You're just kind of watching?
Yeah. I think she's going to try to see if she can find it.
Okay. Are you moving, or are you just staying where you are?
She'll move a little bit. She got +10 to her stealth right now, so.
Okay.
And the spotted lion has a +6, so.
I'll say give me a stealth check then.
30.
Okay. So then Lauren pads silently forward. And you crest the hill, kind of coming up behind this thing, kind of just outside its peripheral vision, what you anticipate to be its peripheral vision. And as you kind of hit that peak and can see over it, you double take. Because walking through the grass, kind of craning her neck, looking ahead, you see Noelle.
Oh no.
I think Lauren's like, thank God I'm not confused
Boy, that
anymore.
would be tremendously terrible.
So what are you doing?
She's just gonna watch.
Okay.
And then I think she'll send a telepathic message to Noelle and be like, Noelle, I see you. Again, there's a double.
I see.
I can see you too. Wait, what?
There's another one of you down there.
As you guys watch, as Lauren's kind of sitting up on this rise, just kind of paws crossed, tail kind of swishing, just silently watching, you see step out from behind that rise, kind of heading off to your left towards the fog cloud. You see Noelle. Another Noelle. Like, it is a dead-on, perfect replica
Make that two Noelles.
the woman sitting next to all of you. And as she takes a couple more steps forward, and as she's kind of looking at the fog cloud, her head turns ever so slightly and catches sight of your group sitting behind the hill, and you see the eyes light up and a smile on her face. And she begins to hurry forward and say, I thought I heard a commotion.
Noelle, pick her hair up before she gets over here so we can tell the difference between the two of you.
It's okay, I'm prettier. You'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
Put your hair up in a damn ponytail.
Yeah, you say that, Noelle. As Noelle draws closer, it hits you. She's fucking pretty. Like, she's really fucking pretty. As she just runs up to the lot of you, like no reservations, no fear, no qualms, and sits down and just very quickly gets comfortable. She says, "Everything okay? I heard the commotion, but I was a little slow catching up. Are you all okay?" She'll
like
look at you, Noelle, and just gonna give you a little nervous wave. Hello.
He's gonna be over here slightly slack-jawed, don't mind me.
Oh, Burberry. She'll stand up and she'll like cross the circle and sit down next to you and just give you a big hug, Burberry. It's okay.
Like, he whispers, "What is happening?"
Wait, Noelle. What? There's two of us. That's weird. You know that's weird.
I am not you. I am... Well, I am from here. I am... Burberry's, how do you say, projection? Idea? Concept of you? Yeah. I know this was a little confusing, but I thought it would be more helpful to actually step in knowing what was coming. So, forgive me. I tried to find the others, but they were a little harder to find than I had hoped.
No forgiveness necessary. Thank you very much for being gorgeous. I mean, helpful.
She gives you another squeeze.
This is so weird.
Lauren was just straight out of popcorn right now.
You have information then about this place. You can help us?
Well, I live here, of course.
Okay. Insight check.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Let me just roll against my own deception or persuasion.
Lauren's also going to do insight to make sure that this is a trustworthy Noelle.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll be real. I tried rolling insight and my brain went, I hope I roll low because that would just be icing on the proverbial cake. And I got my icing.
How bad is it?
It's not as bad as it could have been.
Fair.
With a total, that's a 16, but keep in mind I have a +8 insight.
That's pretty decent insight, though.
I got a 27.
27, okay.
That's the only person you can possibly beat, Noelle. I got a 15. I know that's lower than the lowest Noelle could roll for either, so...
I will say, Noelle, it is uncanny hearing yourself talk and kind of getting the outside view of just how incredibly hard you can be to read sometimes. Like, this is such a practiced, like, manicured persona. And you're struggling to find any sign of anything. Like, it is airtight, the facade she's putting up. Like, it's kind of impressive, if you do say so yourself.
Crazy.
Lauren, as you're kind of sitting on the hill watching as this giant lion, you definitely don't sense any aggression. You don't sense any deceitfulness. This being is relaxed and willingly walked into the middle of your camp, like clearly knowing who people are and what you're capable of. And there's not an ounce of fear audible in her voice, on her face, anywhere. Like, she is perfectly at ease. And if anything, there is some genuine affection there for Burberry that you're picking up too. It is it's a little odd to think about, knowing that this is a manifestation of Burberry's mind in some shape or fashion. But we'll sit with that for as long as we have to.
I feel like Lauren's going to telepathically talk to Adlar and be like, say nothing aloud, but I think this Noelle would bang Burberry.
Adlar just like looks at you and then look like fucking side eyes to Burberry and Noelle, and the Noelle projection again, just one arm around Burberry, just kind of leaning on him as she sits and talks with you all.
Lauren's enjoying this. She'll keep doing insight checks, but
Okay.
she's here for the tea right now.
I think Noelle is trying very hard to not generate any tea at the moment.
Sure.
Okay, so you're from here. The Fountain of Light. That's got to be the
locus. Yes.
The locus. Yes. Okay. The planet is Koron's interference in the soul.
Yes, you could definitely call it that. That's Burr up there. We're on Berry currently.
Oh.
The mountain's buried.
If you look a little closer, there's more mountains and then like a whole little moon attached to them.
Yes.
Up behind the clouds. It's kind of hard to see. It's very misty around here, which makes it a little difficult to see, but he's up there, I promise.
Burr is up there. Or Koron.
No, Koron's out there. Well, I mean, you're hiding
Koron's the
from
big
him for a
glowing
reason.
face guy, right?
Yes, that is him. We keep our distance for a reason. He is very, very unfriendly, to say the least.
What if I went and said hello?
He would probably crush you.
For whatever it's worth, Cardinal Taryn very specifically said we should only engage with Koron as an absolute last resort.
You cannot actually hear what Lauren just asked.
The telepathy.
Well, I did hear Noelle say he'd probably crush you, or no?
Okay,
It's all
that's fair,
telepathic.
I mean, Noelle's just speaking freely, so
Okay, then
like out loud. You guys can't hear.
insinuating what Lauren was implying.
Real Noelle is like ah.
I wasn't going to. I was just curious.
It would be ill-advised.
I agree with me.
There were certainly attempts early on when he made himself at home here to try and push him out, but obviously we were not equipped to do as such, and he staked his claim very aggressively, so we have been making do.
If there's a version of you here, does that mean that there's versions of everybody else as well?
Somewhere. I tried to find them, but some are less, how to say, cogent, solid, substantial, I suppose, than others. And
Who's
they
the
are...
most substantial, besides yourself.
Burberry just literally points at Noelle, like, immediately.
Obviously they.
Yeah. Lauren already knew that. She's gathering tea right now.
Well,
like, so what's the order of the shit list? Who's at the bottom?
no, it's not a shit list.
I'm
It
just
is a matter of brain space, I suppose. You are all over the place, obviously, up and down, and typically on Burr. most of the time.
That's fair.
Barnaby likes his quiet, so he tends to isolate himself. I'm generally not sure where he's at unless we happen to cross paths. And
Probably fishing somewhere.
That's a good point.
John, I genuinely don't know the last time I saw him. Truth be told, it's been a long time.
Mhm.
Oh, not you. Soul John.
And I didn't mean it like
Yeah.
shitless, like as a bad thing. I'm sorry. Just to clarify.
I just wanted to clarify there is no actual shit list.
I know it.
I imagine it does make sense that Lauren would be on Burr, considering Burr's more excitable. Although, does that translate to being a more volatile scenery?
Oh yes, no, he is all of your excitement, your passions, your sense of humor, all wrapped up and tucked away, well away from the locus, where he cannot interfere with Coron's business.
No wonder Mount Vesuvius was erupting.
I heard that, by the way. What did you say?
Oh, I mentioned the fact that there might have been some what's the people shipping
Of course.
with these two. They make it very easy.
Oh, don't they though?
They really do. Did you know? Well, actually, yes, you would know. Apparently, they're planning an orgy.
Oh, I know where.
I'm going back up.
I am very, very, very well aware of the letter writing campaign. Don't worry. I am probably the best informed of any of us of what's going on outside.
The only way you're aware of it is if Berber is aware of it, though, right?
I am part of Burberry, as are all of us in here. Everything except for him.
And she'll point through the hill towards the giant.
Is a manifestation of Burberry's singular divine essence. It is
This is interesting, though, because that means that if and sorry, Burberry's better. That means that if this is Noella's version that's still in my brain, I only have the memories, or rather, she only has the memories that you've told me about Noelle, so she would actually have huge gaps in her awareness of herself.
Probably. I imagine that if you quizzed her on everything we've ever done, she probably wouldn't be able to answer about half of it.
Well, yeah, on everything we've ever done. But if
That's the questions
I asked
about
her
the
what
Lost
happened
Emeralds.
when you were 21, she wouldn't know.
That's
Oh
true.
no, of course not. I remember what happened when you were 21.
It's like she's known you your whole life.
This would I would hope so in this particular situation.
Yes.
It'd be more accurate to say I am aware of your whole life. I don't think I began walking about until not like this. Maybe 3-4 months ago. At least to this degree.
Before then, were you a child?
Well, I was not this cogent again. The best word for it. I was more just a memory for a long time. But I think because you have all been traveling together for so long and adventuring and so on and so forth, we have grown more potent in this space, more substantial, taken on actual manifestation, as they say. It is it's a strange place. Honestly, I remember a little bit of what I saw of your seminary, and I remember what Tyrion said yesterday regarding this whole structure of this place. it's easy enough once you start walking around, if you can get down to the memory, to see what you like of it. As long as you don't get too deep involved, you are free to peruse at your leisure. But up here on the surface, it is a little more dangerous, which is generally why I don't spend too much time up here. Mostly because of him. And also because of all of that. And she gestures up to the giant burr moon, slowly kind of grinding across the surface of Barry. You're here to close the locus one way or another.
That was our intention.
And I think I might have a couple ideas that could be useful going forward.
I will absolutely love to hear what you had to say.
Good. I wanted to help, and as soon as I heard you guys were coming, I thought I should probably do some poking around, see if I could find something. So we're on the surface of your soul, so to speak, right? This is the psyche layer, Tyrion calls it, and there's a few layers down below if you start going underground, right? And I'm not sure what you would call them, but there's caves and rivers, sort of a underground sea of sorts. But below that, all of that, there is the core, right, of yourself. That is the passageway down to the memory. And down there, it is open and free. You can move about, no issues. It is all laid out before you. Just kind of this big twisting ribbon. You can walk up and down it, float, whatever you like, and poke your head in to take a peek at whatever you remember. It is a composite of who you are. And below that, there's your spirit, which is the whole issue that Coron is here for, right? Now, I think, and I can't say this for myself, as I am obviously not you, I am a thought of yours, but I think you might be able to use those memories somehow to sort of take control of the flow of your spirits over there, up through that passageway, right? The locus. If you can get down there. Getting down there is the tricky part. I can move a little bit more freely since I am of this place. Bilber, you might be able to follow me. I don't know about the rest of you, though. I think you might have to take the long way down.
What's the long way?
Well, on foot, walking.
But how do we get down?
Well, there are passages in the surface here. You could try looking for one of those. There is that one. She'll point again back over towards Burr as it is slowly just kind of gliding across the surface of Barry. They are constantly sort of gouging into one another, and there is sort of a trail behind them, both if you wanted to step inside, either one. They'll both take you to the same place if you can get to their centers. But you could go in that way and work your way down to the center. There's also way back, the way I came up, I guess you'd call it the schism. This is the place where Burr was actually separated from Barry. Very, very big hole. Much more direct shot, but it is a little precarious. And I do not know how all of that exposed psyche is going to react to strangers walking about. I've never had any troubles moving that way, but you might,
So far,
if your reception is anything to judge by.
so far things have not been very receptive to our presence here. Can you explain a little bit more about how these memories work? Because I have kind of an interesting idea.
Well,
It's like you described it as like a ribbon or like a river or something? I'm sorry, I was writing while you were talking, so I only caught half of it.
a river, both are good descriptions. It is this thing. I could not really properly put it to words, but
And you
it
can
is.
see his memories when you
You can step inside. You can take a peek. Just poke your head in and take a look. As you move along it, you are moving along Burberry's memories. You're stepping forward or backwards in terms of his life. It's his living record.
His memories.
Yes, and I suspect that with Burberry actually down here, if he were to step inside himself, that he might be able to leverage those in some fashion. The spirit is constantly producing this light, and the psyche up here is shaping it, parts of it at least, into memory. And it is constantly trailing this river behind it, like a comet almost. But it's twisting and winding and very strange shit. It doesn't really.
Okay.
She'll like reach down to the ground and kind of just jam a finger into the snow and just kind of scribble this like weird swirling it's a knot of lines, and it's like there's no really good way to describe it. You have to really see it, but it is like that. And some parts of it on the inside there are closer to the locus and to the spirit than to others. And I think, just looking at them, that they are related to that spiritual side of your life, Burberry. There's a lot of memories of seminary. There's a lot of conversations with outsiders. Very, very interesting conversations. And there is also, obviously the one very big one in the observatory, which I suspect you will probably need to deal with at some level. I think you could leverage that, is all I'm saying. They're very, very, very close to the spirit. And if there's some way for you to control them the way you can up here, I feel like that could be of use to you. There are some memories that are further away, though, that might be useful too. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm talking a lot.
I talk a lot.
I just wanted to help.
No, it's
so
it's
I did some
okay.
digging.
It's okay. It's okay. I have a very, very strange idea, which might save us a lot of trouble, but I don't know how magic is going to work in here. So far, everything has worked as expected. You said we can walk through memories. These memories exist in this space to some degree, right?
Yes. If you can get down to that level. Like I said, you have to get to the center of, well, one of these two.
Noelle's going to take out her spell book and open to the very far, toward the end, where she's been working on the newest spells that she has. I just recently figured out how to teleport. If these memories are places in here, I might be able to just get us to a memory that I'm part of. I've been there before.
Possible.
Clever.
I cannot do that. So
No. I certainly didn't know you could do it until I just said it.
I will certainly leave that to you to try.
It's very strange. The using teleport with the circles is it's easier because you have something to latch onto. Space is weird here, and this is all very, we're making a lot of assumptions and guesses, but if these are spaces that you can be in and walk through and experience, and I have experienced them alongside Burberry and he's got memories of it, I've been there. I was there in the memory. And I can get about 8 people with this. So we might be able to get right down to the memory core.
I think Noelle just looks at Burberry with this just big smile on her face. And just very lovingly just kind of cocks her head.
I mean, it's an excellent idea. Burberry's actually just gonna lean over to the other Noelle and say, "There was a reason I had a crush on you."
I see what you see in him.
It's getting weird.
Needless to say, I'm not sure exactly which memory we're trying to get to. The only ones that I know that Noelle was actively in would have been either way before or way after the actual incident itself.
We would have to do some searching probably once we get down there, but that could save us a lot of time. Like I said, I can only get into memories that I'm for sure a part of.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if we want to go as deep as possible, theoretically we could go to way back when we were both like 10 and 12.
When we first met.
I mean, that would be deep in there. Plus, it would be so much fun to see little tiny Noelle again.
Okay. I can try that. Oh, God. Okay. Should we maybe finish resting first? Kind of jumping the gun here, but we didn't even get started on that.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I did not mean to.
It's okay.
Well, we actually might want to go down sooner rather than later, since that's walking around.
Does it do patrols and things, or are we at risk up here? We seem pretty hidden.
I think as long as we stay down and onto sight, we should be okay. He's very, very singularly focused on keeping that to himself. She kind of like looks up at the beam of light that's just shooting up through the clouds. He does not stray too terribly far from it.
Okay.
We can
Then,
try.
yeah, we should finish.
I mean, we have
our
passed that
rest.
trace for the whole short rest, so just in case. We'll try to finish our short rest first, and then we'll make our move.
Sure.
I mean, technically, Lauren can just do pass without trace all the time. No, she's concentrating on something else.
No, but she's concentrating on something else.
Yeah, unless she's concentrating on something
Oh,
else.
she can just do it. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
Well, hopefully we don't need it, but we do have it up just in case it becomes relevant.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you guys can hunker down and continue your rest. For her part, I think Noelle is just happy to see everybody, especially Burberry. And I think as everyone kind of like splits off to kind of catch some catch their breath and tend to themselves. She'll just kind of lean back into him and just so. How are you doing with all of this? This has got to be fascinating, I'm sure.
My psyche to my friends sounds like a terrible joke, and
It's the worst.
It's absolutely terrible. I feel like they just fall into like a very comfortable conversation.
So it's the most natural thing in the world, and she, I think, just over the course of that hour, I feel like the onlookers could probably definitely pick up. There's definitely some differences between
I was gonna say,
the real Noelle and the fake Noelle, or the mind Noelle.
She would have stepped away a little bit just to catch her breath and things, but she would definitely be still listening. I think she would be like picking out like things that she's like, I wouldn't say that. like trying to find the differences between the two of them.
There are bits and pieces that are 100% like a Burberry impression of Noelle, where it's like you can hear Burberry's authorial sort of voice kind of coming through this manifestation. As close as it is to you, and it is uncannily similar, there's definitely like every so often like there's bits and pieces that like there's a level of pun appreciation there that just over the course of that hour, like you just constantly hear like the two of them probably just back and forth. They'll go off like 3 or 4 at a time and then just both laugh at it.
I don't normally laugh that hard at puns.
Can I get insight rolls?
Yeah, about what?
I know something you don't know, do-da, DM.
On Noelle? On fake Noelle?
On Burberry.
Do you want me to make an insight roll?
No, I want anybody who is eavesdropping too.
Oh, gotcha.
I see.
Was it super low or super high?
Whoa! It's so funny. Noelle, this is the most perfect thing. Noelle cannot insight check Burberry. It is impossible. The moment she turns her gaze toward Burberry, her dice will roll below a 3. It's a natural 1.
Oof.
I think she's just so focused. She's like trying to pick out what's so weird about this.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and message you, Pled, about the thing, just so that you're aware of it.
Sure.
The thing. Burberry is Korra. Are we going to complete our short rest? Can we do that while you converse? Perhaps?
Yeah, I think y'all can go ahead and roll your hit dice.
To roll.
You go ahead and roll your hit dice. I think your short rest is going to continue with that issue.
I've rolled all my dice. Oh, I'm not rolling them all. I'm saving some, but I'm back up to mostly top.
Adler's back to full.
Good for Adler.
I do think Amorn would have, like, laid down around him. He has like a big fluffy giant cat.
Sure.
Okay, that's fine. I used a whole bunch of that. I was rolling low.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're not jumping up there anymore, are you, dickhead? No, sir. Look at this little fucker. He's like, oh, let me jump on that bookshelf. Oh, wait, there's bags up there.
By the way, the snow stuck to the ground.
What?
The snow stuck to the ground. With the words.
Snow stuck to the ground. And we'll see if it sticks in the morning.
Yeah, the ground's probably still very warm, but...
I was shocked, though. I was like, oh my god.
Are we proceeding? Or are we still...
Is this a good place to take a 10?
We could take a 10. Yeah. I mean, we've only really got like half an hour
Yeah,
left.
we got...
But we can take a 10.
Oh, I guess you're right. I mean, I'm good to keep going. I was just...
We can keep going, that's fine.
Alright, yeah. But if we want to break early, we can probably break early. So,
Oh, it's snowing all day. Oh, it's snowing for 2 days.
you guys will finish your short rest.
Okay.
Anything else you guys would want to handle over the short rest? Or would you guys just want to just chill?
God, I want to say something to me. But I don't know what. So weird.
How are you adjusting to all this, Noel?
This is real strange. I'm not gonna lie.
I could imagine.
Sorry. I've never... What's funny is I technically experienced this sort of already with Lorelei and Sandy. That was already so strange, but Sandy didn't do a good impression of me. This is
It was pretty laughable, honestly.
This is uncanny, though. You're very
helps.
close to me.
It helps, I think, that Burberry is a very close friend of yours. I do not think that the others are quite so accurate, but I do take a small amount of pride in being as close as I am, for whatever it's worth.
I would love to see what a Lauren is like.
You probably will. Burberry.
Well, I imagine you'll run into her if you head up that way. Although if this teleporting thing works, we may not see any of them, truth be told.
Okay, guys, during this long rest, Lauren's gonna turn into a bird and she's gonna go fly to Barry.
She's
She wants to go see.
gonna get lasered out of the sky by Galactus.
Or attacked by other antibodies.
Fine, I won't.
I think Noelle would probably step up to other Noelle and just sort of inspect, like, look how close she is to her.
Are you just gonna call her Foel for a while?
I don't know what to call her.
That's a good one. You should, actually. That's pretty good.
Foel. I think Noelle normally has a very good poker face, but I think if Burberry sees, I mean, if he's even close by at all, I assume he is.
I feel like if you make you say you want to go talk to yourself known, I think Burberry would actually politely let you go do that without breathing down your neck.
Okay. Well, whatever part of Burberry Noelle is, this Foel is, would definitely see that Noelle's kind of just processing. This is essentially a manifestation of just how much attention Burberry pays to her, or paid to her, and how much thought and care he puts into wanting to know everything about her. Just the amount of love here is kind of manifested in this iteration of Noelle. And I think it's far more, maybe, than Noelle had expected. Like, you really, really, really would have to care about someone to recreate them to this level of accuracy. And it's beautiful, and it kind of reopens the wound in her heart a little bit about how that all played out. I don't know if Foel picks up on any of those details, but
She honestly probably reaches out a hand after a little bit of you just staring and just takes your hand and just holds it.
you're almost as insightful as I am.
Probably more so. Burberry thinks very highly of you.
I can tell. This is so strange. I'm sorry if I'm being weird, but you represent a lot of things that are still very fresh. That's all.
I'm sure that it probably does bring back some of your memories at the moment. I do apologize for that.
No, you didn't do anything. All right.
Well, if this works, you may well beat me down there.
You might be able to come with us. I don't know how this works.
I will confess, I am not so well versed in your magic as I am in Burberry's.
Let's try this. And I'll kind of put a hand on other Noelle's shoulder and just kind of shake it like Noelle's trying to snap herself out of this stupor. Okay. Everybody, let's get together. We're gonna try this.
Sure.
And for whatever it's worth, Lauren, we can easily come back up and say hi to everybody
No, it's fine.
once we resolve this whole
Meow.
horrible giant god watching over the landscape thing.
No.
So what you're saying is that we should solve my problem and then go sightseeing?
Why not? I mean, I don't want to skip over too much content.
I would just like to allude to Mount Vesuvius.
Right. Let's just focus on the task at hand. If this gets us there faster, that's all the better.
Well, once we fix it, the burr moon and stuff will be gone, in theory.
Or they will be one.
It's okay, let's just keep going.
We don't know what's gonna happen. We really don't. Let's just give this a shot. We don't even know if this is gonna work.
Alright.
Okay, let's gather everybody around. Noelle's gonna go through her spell book and double check everything to make sure she's not forgetting that some glyph is gonna fuck up something here. And as long as she can kind of make a rough estimate that this might work, she'll give it a shot.
So what are you doing?
Noelle is going to focus on a very specific memory. She's going to try and sort of manifest that memory in her mind simultaneously as a location and as an idea, I guess. And she's going to try and focus on it as though it were a location, but it is an idea. And it's very vivid. It's the day in Aelia when she and Burberry first met. And Noelle was not having a very good day that day. But she was in the market. And Burberry was at the stall next to her. And Burberry's parents were nearby, negotiating with some trader at a different stall. And they were just standing there, and Burberry said hi. And pointed to this interesting little knick-knack on one of the shelves, and asked Noelle what she thought that was. And it's very crystal clear in her mind, and she remembers that space and Aelia in that market back then. And now cast teleport.
Okay. So, with your memory of this place in mind,
I think it's the closest that Noelle has to memory where she and Burberry are functionally in the exact same spot. We're both standing right in front of this market stall.
yeah. I will say. Actually, first I want to ask Burberry. What would your memory of that moment look like?
I think that on the day that Noelle and Burberry met, Burberry was like told to start help set up the market stall. And he really didn't want to do it because they were in a brand new place and he was super excited. And then for like one of the few times, because normally whenever he saw groups of kids, he always saw them like playing together. And you know how it is with groups of kids. If you try to approach them as a stranger, they're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
But in this case, he saw a little girl who was standing by herself. And he was like, hey, this is a chance that I have to get to know somebody who's my age that's not going to look at me funny because I'm a dragon word kid with tabaxi parents. Like that's not going to be their initial, like, first let's go. So, of course, he's going to try to talk to her and show her the things that he thinks is interesting about the cart. Because that's, like, his way of going, oh, look, I'm a cool, interesting person. Aren't I neat?
Okay.
I'm worth talking to, I swear.
That's very, very sweet. I love it. It's so perfect.
So, this is what I'm gonna say. There's obviously the spatial overlap between your memories of this place and this moment. And that is definitely something. Oh my god. However, I think the mental headspace that the two of you were in was different enough that I don't know if I could say this is a very familiar memory for Noelle to be trying to teleport into. Because this is Burberry's memory you're trying to hit, not yours, right?
Yeah.
So, I would be willing to call that, in terms of a teleport, a place, in this case a memory, that you have seen casually. So if you would like to roll the D100.
Sure.
Let's see where this goes.
That might get us way off into a totally different memory.
Possible.
Not more wolves.
Let's see. Seen casually. Oh, this chart is all messed up on my app. That's I want to roll above a 54, it looks like.
Ideally.
Okay.
You don't want to roll under a 33.
These are so specific numbers.
It's
a D100.
It's a 100 chart.
I know, it's just like, yeah, no, get above a 54 on the 100 chart.
Alright, black is going to be 10s, yellow will be 1s. 67?
67. You gather the party around you, and you recite the incantation with this picture of this moment fixed in your mind. And together, the six of you begin to pull inwards towards the central point. Your vision stretches. You watch as the Noelle standing at Burberry's side just gives a small wave as she turns away, and the six of you are pulled to the singular point and stretched across what feels like an infinity. This swirling of stars and clouds rushing past your vision, and in an instant, you feel firm ground beneath your feet, cobblestone ground. You feel cold air, where before it had been this temperatureless ether. There's a sun overhead. You feel the heat of it shining down on the back of your heads. You can feel yourselves breathing. And in front of you, there is a little white-haired girl, and a little red dragonborn.
It would be Lorelei in this case, but
little blonde-haired girl, little toe-headed girl, and a little red dragonborn standing in front of a cart, looking up at the shelves inside. And looking around you, Noelle, Lauren now, and Burberry, you would all recognize this as a square in the city of Aelia. And all around you, you can see and hear people moving about, but it's interesting. It's only as they draw close to you that they really take any concrete form. No more than like a second passes as someone kind of crosses the periphery of the two kids' vision, then they pass out of view, and they go from being this like well-rendered, aristocratic-looking fellow in a nice suit, a tall hat, to this shadow of a human being. Their footsteps just kind of fading into the background as they walk away. And as you continue to look around, you can see there's definitely edges to this memory, this space. As you look out from this wagon and from these kids and from the people in their immediate vicinity, it reminds you of looking into a scrying pool. There's a fuzziness here to everything the further and further away from the center you go. But you're definitely at that square in front of that stall that you pictured. And this is definitely you.
You remember this moment just as well as I did.
You were very cute back then. Ooh, but my ears were huge.
You were adorable. Look at you. Oh, look how nervous I am.
That makes two of us.
You weren't nervous. You started talking to me.
I didn't look nervous. We're just gonna sit there reminisce for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, do we overhear, like, just since we're nearby, do we overhear the conversation that I just sort of, or that we collectively kind of recalled moments ago?
Honestly, it's probably going on from the point that you pictured. Like, it's continuing.
Yeah.
I do feel like, so you said that people were going in and out, but I do feel like Burberry's parents are, like, also at the stall, and I feel like wherever they are around the stall, they managed to stay clear.
Sure.
Just because, Burberry knows them very well.
He would track where they are.
Yeah.
While he's aware of them.
While we're in this memory space, do we still look ghostly, wispy, pale? Or do we have more of, like, a physicality, like we're in a location now or something?
You feel more substantial. You definitely feel more like yourselves. like physical sensations that were stripped away by the projection up on the surface are back now. Like I said, you can feel the sun, you can feel like cool wind, you can feel the stone under your boots. But looking at yourselves, you actually look more ephemeral than before. You can actually kind of like see through your hand ever so slightly.
I don't think we're going to be able to interact with anything.
As you kind of start to move, you can definitely feel there's a touch of resistance, as though you're kind of like underwater almost. You're pushing through something as you move in this space, and that something seems to kind of like almost passing through your limbs like a sieve, and you can kind of see like that translucence is distorting the visual of like what's on the other side of you, like looking through a lens almost. It's a very, very strange effect, but it feels like this whole place is made of something more than just air and stone and sun and wind. There's something here that permeates you and everything around you. And as you move through it.
I don't want to do anything. I don't want to mess this moment up.
Well, we can't hang out in here for a bit. We are going to have to continue on, as cute as we are.
True. Okay,
Oh, and I did post baby Burberry in general.
I think I've seen this one, but it's still very
Yes.
cute.
No, I
Those
said
are
it to you
some
because I was
big
like, I don't
ears.
know what this looks like.
It's definitely so cute. Noel's definitely just railing from being in this moment so viscerally again. Okay, let's try and find... We're clearly in water or something, right? That's how this works?
We might be able to leave the memory just by walking away from it.
Let's try that first.
Since stuff gets a little out of focus.
I think we'll start to try to not intercede in anything that's actually going on and just try and back away collectively until we kind of reach whatever the edge of this is.
Sure. Backing up, you quickly find yourself stepping out of what's almost like a spotlight that's sort of illuminating this set with the stone and the sky and the sun and the tiny Burberry and Noel, and stepping into this dark space outside of it, as though you're kind of stepping off stage into the audience. And as you do, you become cognizant that there seems to be this sort of dim light in the dark behind you as you back away. And as you step further and further away, that light begins to shine brighter and brighter. And it doesn't really seem to come from a source. It just kind of grows more and more, kind of filling this dark space. And the more you walk, the more you find your feet kind of drifting up off of what was the ground and just kind of kicking through this ether. And the light grows. And before long, you feel something against your face, your hands, your arms. This cool, deeply soothing, radiant light. And with one more step, you feel this ether break. You feel yourself press out of it. And as you do, you see sort of what color in your hands and your clothes existed in that memory cling to the memory, and you are once again kind of reaching out as this white figure, this being of light in here. And you are stepping out of what seems to be this wide, undulating stream. As you do, you find yourself kind of like righting yourself, kind of your orientation kind of sets in, and you kind of find your balance, and you're standing on the surface of this stream as it sort of bubbles under your feet. It's solid to the touch, and as you kind of look back the way you came, you can kind of see it closing around the space that you had previously occupied inside of it. Not quite water, much more gelatinous to look at, but again, it seems to have the same kind of sheen as your body does in this space. Everything seems to be made of the same material. But this stream is hanging in space. There's no bank to either side of it. It's just sort of this long, undulating ribbon, and looking up it and down it in either direction, you see it arc upwards and twist down to the left, and then arc back up, and then take, a long spiral and spin and dip and twirl. It's this endlessly convoluted path of watery light stretching in either direction. And beneath it is the most blindingly white light you can imagine. There is this perfect, bright expanse below you, below the river. And above you, illuminated by that light, you can see this thick, almost solid-looking cloud front, just massive and spanning in every direction. There's no end to it. And you can see this river twisting and turning and diving and climbing in every direction all around you. Although at one point you do see the river does climb up into the clouds. And as you watch, you can just barely make out, second by second, the river slowly flowing out of those clouds. It's a weird space. Weightless. Temperatureless, breathless. But all around you, you can feel this presence. Same feeling any of you feel when Burberry's in the room.
I can't believe that worked.
Vibing with the music.
I know.
Yeah, same.
That worked out.
Yeah, it did. So this river doesn't split off at any point and run parallel, or
Does not split.
So
It just
stream of-
courses in every direction.
Okay. Well, we have a relative idea of where this is.
Well, I guess the question is, do we head forward or back? Whichever way is forward or back. It's kind of...
So
Yeah,
the
we
idea that this space where the river is kind of flowing from is your memories being created in this moment right now? Because that would mean that new memories would be up that way down the river, and older memories would be that way, right? If there's any
Well,
sense
I
of logic
mean-
to this?
If we were doing logic, whichever the shortest
track.
is the one the one that it started at. Since this was a far back memory, and the number of memories that I've had since this moment vastly outweigh the number of memories that I've had before this moment.
That's true.
Well, assuming that... Oh god, does this mean that I could find the memories that I had when I was like 1.5?
That might be a bit of a rabbit hole, but we probably could. They might be very vague. It seems like...
Yeah, I don't think I cared about anything at that point.
Even very vivid memories had a pretty short radius, I guess. That memory only spanned out kind of that short area, and most people weren't even really retained, which is fair. But I imagine it only gets worse if you go back further.
Imagine that this river is also kind of a dotted line because it's like only 2/3 of an actual river because the other third is sleeping.
Maybe dreams are in here too. Maybe you remember dreams or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Okay, well, if we can get a little bit of logic out of this, I think we would have to head forward in time towards where Burberry...
Downriver?
Downriver or
upriver.
Upstream. Or we could just wait for Foel to get here, and she probably might be able to guide us a little better.
I mean, we could walk a little ways and then go into another memory.
That's true. We could probably pretty periodically check in.
Let's try to avoid teen years, though.
We'll do our best. We're kind of guesstimating here. Who knows what embarrassing thing we're going to brush up against?
Blood making faces over there.
Oh, fucking hell.
He's excited about this idea.
That's the implication there was fucking gold. It's like, oh. So many uncomfortable memories for friends to see.
I mean, we're in it, man.
Look, all I'm asking is that we try to get past puberty.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
And not to kill the moment, but there's gotta be like a whole segment of this river that's just Burberry just jacking it.
What does dragon acne look like?
Oh. Anyways.
Oh my god!
Well,
let's go check another memory.
Let's go exploring. I think that's where we're headed now.
Hey, Tyrion tried to warn you, get out ahead of any memories you're afraid of them seeing.
I mean, like, there's no cool way to talk about those years.
Guys, I spent a lot of time by myself there those years.
Is that Burberry jacking?
Well, I'm out of here.
You can like see it in the reflection of the river or something.
I was gonna say, genuinely, as you walk as like memories are literally like just playing through like the membrane of the river. I mean, you just watch as like Noelle and Burberry's like 10, 12-year-old self, however old they were, like has that day as you're walking, like looking down at them.
Oh.
Make that comment, Burberry will literally never go, why, impressed? And then it's
yes, she is impressed.
Had to roll for this.
Just a low whistle from Adlar. It's like, ooh.
Hey Burberry, you wanna join us sometime?
Burberry splits.
Holy shit! I'm sorry. I keep
We
breaking
already
Burberry.
tried this.
Oh no.
Well, I think this is a good place to call the session for tonight.
Fair.
As we begin our walk down what is literally memory lane.
Walk of shame?
The walk of shame.
That would be a walk of shame.
And y'all teleported to a time before puberty, all right? That is not on me.
We were trying to go back as far as we could. That was it.
I know. So, good game, guys.
How beautifully serendipitous is that? I love it. I love everything about everything that
How
happened.
about an
it
MVP
also-
vote for today?
It also occurs to me that actually it is really easy to tell Noelle from the Burberry's version of Noelle, because this version of Noelle is less solid. Because we're all like light floaty bits, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
I thought you were about to say Noelle's a bigger rack.
That's what I was thinking too.
Pharrell has a bigger rack.
Boobs are just a little bigger.
I hate to burst your bubble, but I think the boob size on Foel is correct.
But the ass.
Very respectful.
Also correct.
Burberry measured.
When? I wasn't privy to this. Burberry talked to a tailor.
I mean, Burberry has been kind of a tailor through this. He is really good at sewing. Maybe he just could eyeball your measurement.
That's fair, actually.
It is. There has been a few tailoring moments from Burberry. See it.
Yeah, it says to me that at least Burberry does not have any like massive delusions as far as how he pictures the people in his life. It's fairly true to life, outside of the very positive light that he sees.
It's weirdly sweet. I love it. I love everything about it.
But yeah, can we get an MVP vote for the night?
Burberry?
Burberry?
Or Noelle?
Noelle?
Which one?
I mean, I feel like I have to give it to Burberry just because
Go Burberry myself.
I know.
the
I was
way
actually-
that you leaned into the memory thing, and I just love it. Everything about it.
Weirdly enough, in the spirit of not voting for myself, I don't want to actually give it to Lauren just because of she played her I'm being the bad guy, but I think I'm the
That
good guy
was
role
true.
very well.
Good roleplay there. That was cool.
Thank you. I was worried I was overdoing it, so I was
No,
like,
I think that was great. You did it perfect.
That was dead on.
I
was
love how
like,
it just went from aggression to this confusion,
Conflicted.
and then it kind of was almost like a scary moment, like something's wrong. I don't know. It was cool. It played out well.
Yeah, good.
But just for that last 40 minutes, I got to give it to Burberry just because.
all right. Well, Burberry, take your inspiration.